Yeah, I don't know why I'm so quiet in Discord all the time, because like all of the shit that I have on my end with my mixer and like the levels that I have in OBS all look fine.
I have no idea. I know that I sit kind of back from mine, so that's why I get a little quiet. Because I also don't want to pick up my whole room, and if I turn myself up,
Fair.
you can hear a cat sneeze in the distance.
Right. I have my gate set pretty well to not pick up extra stuff, although it's been picking up my keyboard types lately, and I don't like that.
I was hoping you were gonna say truck.
It does pick up Truck's purrs when I put her up to the microphone. It's pretty sick.
Baby. Yeah, I have a cat cameo redeem, and I'll just rattle my bag of cat treats, and whoever jumps up here, I'll get them as in front of the microphone as I can. I'll give them a little treat.
Phenomenal.
And the bigger the crunch, the better. We
I
love crunch.
love it.
Nani is a crunch queen.
I need to have. Oh my God, how many times do I have to mute my system sounds? Windows,
please.
Windows, please. Oh, I think I updated recently, so they're like, you want all of your sounds on, right? No, I don't.
No.
Yeah, you're not streaming also, are you?
No, I figured you'd do the tag thing, and that lets my followers know that.
Okay, sick. Fox, hello. Gender, hi. Linny, BRP. Julia, good morning. Yuri, hi. Kerfluffle, Skywalker, good morning. A lot of people coming in early. Okay. Well, I say
love
early,
the
I'm
early
20
birds.
minutes late. Whatever.
No, hey, this is your time, your space. You make the rules.
Hell yeah. I mean, I would like to be more punctual, and I'm trying very hard to be.
But sometimes you have stuff happen. It's
Yeah.
okay. You can do both. You can try to have that time schedule and consistency, but also give yourself the grace to be like, today I had to do this, or this was a rough morning, and I did my best. And that's really what matters.
I have been much better about waking up earlier, for sure. And going to bed earlier instead of staying up at 5 and waking up at like 1:57 before stream.
My subby is now older than I am. Happy 30th Beepsy, and I'm honored that you let me wield this really heavy sword.
Nicole, thank you for the tier 3, 35 months. It's huge. Thank you so much.
I want you to know that I only have like a handful of subs for other creators. Maybe like 3 or 4, and you are one of those. Well, because it's like, why are we going to feed back into that into the system? But like there's some people who are just
passing around the same
$5. Well, it becomes less and less and less as like Jeff Bezos takes his little fees because he needs more money.
Right. Ridiculous. Dark Phoenix, hello, good morning.
Ridiculous. Oh, I love to see my little emotes. I keep wondering. So my emotes are based off of my actual character, Emmeline. She was my first roleplay character. And she is a redheaded elf. And so that's why the icons are little redheaded elves.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm wondering if maybe I should switch it to pink because it's a little bit more recognizable as me.
I was wondering why. I mean, I still figured that was you, but yeah, the pink hair would be recognizable, but the red hair is also very good.
And I mean, like, honestly, they're gonna be like elf. They're like, that's Emma, anyways. So,
Damsel, thanks so much for the brand new resub, or not resub, the brand new sub. Thank you so much. Welcome in.
Hi, Muda.
Hi.
Ooh, I should put out a notice to my ladies.
Me, princess.
I should probably post my outfit for Twitter. They usually like that stuff.
Do it. We got time. We're here.
We're here. We're
Dark Phoenix and Lady Leopard. Well, I love the melding of our communities because we got such sweet people.
I know, right?
It's really nice.
Oh, I do that look way too much. We're gonna do something else.
Dude, so when I'm posting pictures to Insta, I have to make sure I'm not facing my favorite direction. Because I have a side of my face that I prefer. And so I have to make sure that I'm not looking in the same goddamn direction.
And you go scrolling through your whole Insta, and it's like, wow, these all look like the same picture.
I had to be so careful, and I'm really fond of like having my hand up next to my face lately in different positions, but I'm like, girl, stop. Do something else.
I'm gonna quote tweet yours so that they can see our matching outfits, even if we're not wearing them at the same time.
Do it. I considered the Shep cosplay, so I wouldn't have to do my hair. But then I was like, well, then I had to be in a wig for however many hours. I was like, that sounds like a no, thank you. Wigs are big butts. I miss like the days when I had the stamina to like be at a convention all day and an extremely uncomfortable and delicate cosplay with an enormous wig on my head and a prop weapon that I had to very carefully navigate through crowds with, and I was having the best goddamn time of my life, and I didn't hurt and I wasn't tired. I'm like, who is she?
Who is she? I won this daily special viewer sort of thing in another community where you get access to a hidden Discord channel that functions kind of like a guest book that you get to sign daily, whoever wins the giveaway. And I won it today, so I posted a picture of me from high school in there. And I was like, who the fuck is that?
Can you DM me that? Is that okay?
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
I just want to see.
I had a terrible, awful, shitty little chin strap beard.
I will
it's so bad.
Legitimately dredge up a high school picture of mine and find it. Like, not right now, unless you want to right now. And I totally will. If that would make you feel better. 100%.
Bookie, thank you for the prime. Gail, thank you for the resub for 8 months. That's huge. Travis for 4 months. Also huge. Seabass, hello, good morning. Welcome, everybody.
I heard Gail, and I was like, Gail? I've got too much Baldur's Gate on the brain. I was like, honey, what are you doing here?
You are a huge Baldur's Gate. I left you at camp.
Dude, the brain rot's so bad. I wish I could devour the game in like 3 days, but
right. How long have you been on it now?
August. So I've got 33 episodes out on YouTube, about an hour and a half block at a time, but they are edited, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in Act 2 now on stream. And how many? I mean, I don't know because this is my first time, but like, do you want me to tell you where I am?
So almost 3 months? Since August you said?
Year?
Oh, August of last year?
Yeah, it's almost been a year. Baby, I'm slow.
So almost a whole year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I've had to take
I
had to take time off to go to France, and then I like hurt my back, and then I hurt my back again. So it's a pain, but I'm doing my best. Amelia Tyler said that I was just being thorough, and anybody who gives me shit about it, I'm literally going to clip her typing that in my stream and be like, you can't be mean to me because the DM of this game said that I was doing fine. So
there you go. Oh, look at those streaks. 27 streaking. Lots of lore drops. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
So that picture I sent you is me prom of junior year of high school.
This doesn't look anything like you to me.
I know, right?
It doesn't look anything. Okay, now I gotta go find mine. Give me a second.
It's pretty bad. Y'all, thank you so much for that level 3 hype
but they don't
train.
Look like me.
Huge.
Come on, internet, go.
I forgot that I had Vine's hype train emote. That's so good. Cray, hello, good morning. How are you? Twatter, good morning. Welcome back. Hope y'all are ready for holes. Sorry, we've been on Just Chat, or not Just Chatting, on Starting Soon for a hot minute. I had to show Emma my junior high school prom picture.
Are you ready for this shit?
Oh God, hit me.
This stays in your DMs.
Okay. I'm so ready. I'm so fucking ready right now.
Baby.
Like, I could absolutely tell that that's you. But oh my God.
My face doesn't look a whole lot different.
Right.
Like, it's a little babier. And of course, this is a like blurry as hell old photo, but baby.
Baby. Oh my God. Incredible.
It's weird that it's so baby, but at the same time, I don't look a huge bit different.
Right.
It's so weird. Always baby.
Beefs with a chin strap sounds like an oxymoron, like a married bachelor or something. I mean, I'll show you guys.
This is a gem. This is a gem.
I'll show you guys my junior high school prom picture. You ready for this? Do I have screen cap on this scene? That's me. I know it's hard to believe, but yep. That's high school Beepus. Shitty
Just
little
baby.
chin strap beard. Yep.
You're doing your best.
Not young hung. I'm underage in this photo, Gray.
Oh
Stop.
my God.
You're grounded. You are
Calm
grounded.
down.
Baby Beeps is not the asshole.
Amazing.
It's not the beard, but the haircut, right? I look like the end of a Q-tip.
Yeah. Oh!
Like, that hair is so puffy, like so bad. I was told that I had teddy bear butt hair back in the day. That was back. I never did anything to my hair. I didn't style it, I didn't do anything. And it grows out without any product or anything, like a straight fro. My hair is not curly at all, but it's super thick, so it doesn't grow down like it should at that stage. So it was just a giant fucking puffball.
Adorable.
I wouldn't go that far, but anyway, yeah, that's me in high school. All right, I'm muting alerts. Alerts are not going to be sounded during Hole Inspector, so get it out of your system now. You've got like 13 seconds. No, not those ones. Sound commands are still on. That's not an alert. Those will still be on, but I will time you out for using them too often.
I'm your daddy.
Okay.
I'm your daddy.
Okay. Calm down. Calm down.
You just told everyone
I'm
to
your
get out
daddy.
of their system.
God damn
I
it.
think they're
I'm
just
your daddy.
following instructions.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm your daddy.
The best part is that I can't hear any of this. I just
I'm your
see
daddy.
that creature pop up like every 3 seconds.
Oh, it's so good. I love Dargo.
I'm your daddy.
This
Where's
I
it from? Is that Star
Farscape.
Trek or some shit?
It's Farscape.
What is that?
It's another sci-fi, like 90s sci-fi
What
show.
is it? Galactica?
Battlestar Galactica?
That one.
Yeah, it's not that one.
But that's the sci-fi
But
one.
that is one of them.
I was
yeah.
I was showing you my knowledge. I was like, I know this one. No.
I know you love making noise. I know. So I saved I saved a post
Uh-oh.
because I could not believe what I had read.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if there's a lot of spice here. Hang on. Maybe it's
No
not
worries.
as good as we thought.
Take your time.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it
Never
bad?
mind. Yeah, we could do this one.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right, let's do the intro and then actually be on stream and not sit on the starting soon for 16 minutes. Oh God, I'm a bad streamer. Just a little bit of a bad streamer. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I should make a new intro video. Yeah. It's so much cheese. That stream was so fun. The what? Oh, I have not done the Elden Ring DLC yet, no. Yeah, I haven't touched it at all. I should though. Have you played the base game yet at all?
Mm-mm. I played it like with the multiplayer mod just a hot second.
Okay. There's a multiplayer mod. What is that? Is that?
Mm-hmm. If you get it on Steam, you can play.
That's my bedroom. Let's just move that over just a bingus. There we go. Pastel Goth Beepus. I'm in my mesh and my harness today.
Yeah.
Hello.
Pride Month, baby.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
1 year of Beepus. Let's go, Siegeling. 12 months. Huge. Alder, 36 months. Also huge.
Zinch like Warhammer Zinch?
What's that?
Because you know Slanesh is the best chaos god. I'm just saying.
Oh, 100%.
Zinch
Okay.
is like my second favorite though. So
I'm switching over to the hole inspector scene
yeah.
right now. Boom, we're here. Oh my God, chat is right in between us. Is that?
You
How
put it
do
wherever
I-
you want.
How do I change?
That's right.
Chat?
We're so pink today.
We're so pink today. Merry hole and
Thank
happy pride.
you.
Merry hole and happy pride. Oh, happy pride. Have you praised a hole today? You should.
I don't think I have. I like the look on my face. I was like, oh.
I don't know
Also,
about that one.
I think you can see it. Yeah.
Sugar Brat merch. Let's go. Huge.
This is my favorite funky set.
Oh, there it is. There's the chat. I'm just bald. How did I miss that? Oh my God.
It's all good.
Whole guest
We're hanging
chat.
out.
Maybe. Let's see what this looks like.
I do love the nerdy first, horny second. I just want to be hot. That's why I like Slanesh. Because, like, how cool do you have to like, be so hedonistic that you literally spawn a hedonism god? The Eldar are just, we love them.
I know everything that you're saying right now, 100%.
It's okay. Zinchling does.
Okay, good. Okay.
Zinchling knows what I'm talking about.
Sick.
It's
Skywalker's like,
Warhammer
yeah.
stuff, Beepus.
Oh, Warhammer. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think this is the chat that we want for this scene. Maybe.
Yeah.
Y'all say stuff.
It looks like it.
Give me some emotes. Give me some emotes and say stuff. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Our follow alerts are anonymous. In case you would like to continue. What is going on with my hair right now?
It's being pink because we're pink babies.
It's being pink. Stuff. Sick.
Oh,
all right.
I see some Bellathines in there, and that makes my heart so happy.
Let's go, baby. Sick. Okay, welcome to Hole Inspector, everyone. If this is your first time with us, let me tell you how it's going to go. We're going to read the title of a post that we will judge on whether or not they are the asshole or not. And based on just the title alone, we'll open a login. Based on just the title alone, you can bet with channel points on whether or not you think that OP is the asshole or not. After the prediction closes, we will read the rest of the post, we'll read the whole story, and then we will decide as a community whether or not OP is the asshole or not. After that, we will play Am I the Asshole Bingo, which we call Bing Hole, of course. And if you would like to play bingo with us, !bingo, and click the link in chat to get your randomly generated Bing Hole card right there. I will let you know which squares that you can check off after each post. And if you're a subscriber, you can announce to everyone that you have gotten a bingo with the sound command Bing Hole. If someone could demonstrate their Bing Hole for me. Skywalker, thank you for sharing your Bing Hole. It's very, very kind of you. Happy Pride, honestly. Happy Pride.
Happy fucking Pride.
And joining us for the second time on Hole Inspector, Emmeline, my very sweet friend. If you could introduce yourself, say a little bit about what you do, where they can find you, pronouns, and your favorite food, I guess. That seems like a good thing.
Can I do my favorite drow?
Your favorite drow?
Yeah.
Is it drow food?
I can probably give you some drow food.
Yeah, you can do favorite drow. You can do favorite drow.
Oh, and I'll do drow food just to.
Kristen says a buy stream with Emmeline is very buy. Thank you.
Yay! Hi, my name's Emmeline. You can also call me Emma. I go by she, her. I am a TTRPG player, predominantly Vampire the Masquerade and D&D, and I love to bring that energy into the games we're playing. We're doing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. I am playing literally my actual D&D character from my Out of the Abyss campaign. Whoa, she's a trickster cleric of Elistray, drow baby girl from Menzo Branson. She has a very storied history, and I love bringing in her anecdotes, my knowledge of the lore, so we can pick apart all the cute little D&D references in Baldur's Gate. My favorite drow is Jarlaxle Bainray.
Oh, Jarlaxle, daddy.
I love that man. And
I love
favorite
Jarlaxle.
Drow food. Everything is a lot of there's a lot of fungus-based stuff in the Underdark, but I think they have like a porridgey stuff that's mashed potato-y, but not quite. That's my favorite. Favorite Vampire the Masquerade clan? Baby, I'm a Toreador. I just got back from the Darkness Immersion LARP, where I won. I got elected Hot Girl of the Hot Girl faction. I'm not joking. They literally came up to us and they said, "Who is the best dressed?" And they pointed at me. The faction
Beautiful.
Pointed at me.
Beautiful.
And I took that manila folder and I proceeded to lead these people to victory.
I read that question, favorite vampire clan. I was like, I know the answer to this, Toreador. And then I was like, wait, is that a clan? I don't know. And I was about to ask you, but you saw it first.
No. Yeah, that is absolutely
I don't know
clan.
anything
I literally
about VTM.
Hold on.
Emma's so excited. It's so cute. Let's go.
I literally just got the romance thing in yesterday.
Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah,
romance
yeah.
novel or is it like a rule book?
No. This is a rule book for having more romance in your chronicle and how to go about it, how to be safe and consensual about it, and adds mechanics based on romance stuff, which for me, your resident siren predator type Toreador with max charisma and persuasion, with expertise in seduction, maxed out looks, and presence, 3 or 4 dots. I don't remember what my character sheet has on it. This is for me. This book is so me-coded.
Everything that you just said, 100%. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, was that the yes?
It just means I'm really hot and people do what I tell them to.
Oh, that sounds like me. Look, can I do this too?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'll teach you how to roll a character.
Hell yeah. I'm going to be a vampire daddy.
Yes.
Thanks for having such varied peeps on your streams. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. That's like the point. Emma is incredible. And okay, well, let's just read some posts and all right. I feel so this is one I was just scrolling Reddit mindlessly one day and Reddit recommended this post to me and I didn't read into it because I wanted to keep it a surprise. I wanted to keep my reaction fresh. So I'm excited to see your reaction based on just the title alone.
I'm ready. Uh-oh, did you link it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, do you want me to read it out loud?
Do you want to read this one? Do you want me to read this one?
Sure, I'll read it.
Are you already a vampire daddy? I am so much like I'm not. Being into vampires was not a thing for me. This is a. I am willing to dip myself in. Emma, you good?
Can I show you? Speaking of vampire daddies, can I show you my inappropriate candle?
Yes. Is it? Wait, I think yeah. Getting railed by a Starian in his tent while he drinks you bloodless.
I had to put it over here because I don't want to put it in my stream background because I don't want to get in trouble. But it's on my desk.
Of course. Hey, if there's any place that you could share that, it's here.
Yeah,
100%.
that's what I did.
100%.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
It smells like it's like honey and cinnamon roll or something like that. It's actually like they have the candle covering and you can pick the scent. There's a lot of varied Baldur's Gate companion ones.
I might need to get me a Karlach one.
I was just about to say.
Yeah. Peeps isn't into vampires. I don't believe that I can't. I mean, like, I would say aesthetically. No, that's not right. Because the vampire aesthetic is kind of gothy, like in most cases, right?
It can be.
So, like,
or you can just be super hot.
Yeah. So, like, twinks that look kind of dead, I'm into that. And vampires fit that category, right? So, like, in that respect, yeah, sure, I'm into vampires. But, like, around the, like, the lore and, like, the mythos and being into vampires in, like, a fandom sense, I've not been like huge into vampires. I love the undead though. I love necromancy. So it's weird that I haven't really been into like a lot of vampire stuff before.
There is a clan in Vampire the Masquerade that are necromancers.
But can they be hot?
The Hakata, yeah, they can be hot. They're Italian mob family necromancers.
Oh, right. You were telling me about that. Yeah. I could do that.
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
I'm gonna be a hot Italian necromancer daddy vampire.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I need to get me some fangs and some fake blood, and then like literally just like this is my outfit. Just add some fucking fangs to it. Done.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I can.
And then I raise really undead nice minions. Here you go.
There you go. Absolutely.
You go. Although we were also talking about cosplaying as Laszlo and Naja, and I think that would be fucking phenomenal.
Dude,
Laszlo's vibe is a little more. Go ahead.
If we can have that done by the time you come visit,
that'd be sick.
We could take those pictures somewhere. I'm sure I know somebody who knows a place.
To take pictures somewhere?
Yeah, like at a very it's LA.
At a very sure.
Very.
You guys are saying a lot of words that I don't understand. What's Bruja?
Bruja. So you would really love the Bruja.
Okay.
They're like the revolutionaries, Rage Against the Man, and Punch Up clan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're really cool. I love Brujas. Remember the little cosplay I have that's got this jacket on, and it's the little cow bikini top and skirt?
Yeah.
That's my Bruja character. She's an e-girl, and it's like fighting against the patriarchy and like making waves in that sense. Because I always kind of have like some entity capitalism or whatever that they're kind of working out against. Sometimes it's just the Camarilla, which doesn't mean anything to you. That's okay. But yeah, they're
Blade
really cool.
Would have been a Bruja. Oh. I was gonna ask you if when we came over, if we could find some sort of Blade blood rave to go to. I want to get drenched in blood and dance.
I don't know if they'll do the blood, but I do know where the local vampire nightclub is. Of course I do. What do you mean?
Me in a vampire nightclub? Dressed like you'd find him in Confession downtown? I mean, sometimes. Who'd be doing the confessing? You'd never know. Really hope to see Beeps
like
VTM TTRPG now. Maybe. I mean, I'm friends with Emma, so it's probably going to happen eventually.
Dude, it'd be so fun. The benefit of VTM is that it's social based instead of combat based. And so you have a lot more ability to do cool shit that doesn't involve punching people.
Fair. It has combat though, right?
Oh yeah.
A little bit?
Okay. It's less focused on combat. The rule of thumb is generally you only have 3 rounds, and if it lasts longer than 3 rounds, the storyteller rather than the DM kind of like wraps it up. But
okay.
It's a lot more political intrigue.
Fast paced.
It's a lot of role play.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our Waterdeep game as far as role play is concerned. But we still do other shit.
Right. Because I do still want to kill things.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
And there are ways that you can interact with things that you can kill that don't require you to enter into combat.
Okay. Great space to practice acting and the VA stuff too. I need to
100%.
I absolutely need to go harder on trying to get into voice acting. Because like I know I have the chops for it. I just need to fucking kick my own ass and get into it, you know?
I believe in you.
We legit have one of those parties here called the Bloodbath. That sounds sick. I'm a big fan of that song from Blade. I just want to be in that scene. Maybe without being impaled by Wesley Snipes, but you know, still, that could be fun. I mean,
so we play D&D. Like he does do tabletop. Like
I play.
We have game on Sunday.
I play the gourmand half orc chef in the D&D game that I play with Emmeline. But it's not streamed. It's all offline.
It is. We only streamed the one episode for my birthday because that's what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the only one we've put online. God, the chaos.
It was so fun. It was so fun. I forget sometimes that voice acting is acting, and you could absolutely call that an acting career. But I do really want to. I have been thinking about that. I have not done any whole inspection content. We've been here for half an hour. I've really been thinking about wanting to get into like improv again. Because I've been watching a lot of like Dropout stuff, like Game Changer and
dude, Brennan's so cool.
Make Some Noise and Very Important People. And I feel like I could kill in improv situations like that. Like I could
oh yeah,
slam it out of the park. But
because that's so much of what tabletop is.
Right.
It's so much improv. It's so
anyway.
good. Dude, Brendan was the only person I didn't get to meet at the Critical Role after party, and I was
balls.
super sad. Like, we got to meet Matt and Marisha and most of the other cast, and I like got to hang out with a bunch of really, really cool people, but didn't get to say hi to Brennan.
Yeah, Kerfluffle, that is absolutely on a bucket list of mine somewhere down the line. I want to be on a Dropout show. I think that would be sick as hell. I would love to go up against any one of those other cast members in an improv game. I think that would be so fucking fun.
It would be so fun, and you would be so good at it.
Thank you.
Of course.
Anyway, okay, well, let's get into some stuff. I'm opening the Dickie for our first hole for inspection. Emma is going to read our first one. I'm so sorry in advance. Hit us with that title, Emma.
My pregnant wife's sister offered to sleep with me.
That's all you get. That's the whole title. Pregnant wife's sister offered to sleep with me. It's not phrased in an am I the asshole format, so you don't know how this one's going to go at all. It's so good. It's so misleading.
I hate it already.
Pregnant wife's sister offered to sleep with me. That's a good question, Heather Feather. The wife is pregnant, and her sister offered to sleep with OP. I love the new background. Very cool logo. Thank you, Banana Moon Puppy. Yeah, we did. I was supposed to have this this background literally all of Pride Month, but in true Beeps fashion, I only got it right before stream today. Got you. Depends on what he said. I guess we'll find out, won't we, Corbin?
Yep.
How split are we right now? We are 58 for asshole, 42 for not the asshole. All right. I'm so excited.
You let me know when you want me to read.
Hit us. Let's go.
God. All right. My wife, 24F, and I, 24M, have been together for 3 years and married for about 6 months now. We found out that we're going to be parents, and we're both very excited. We told our families over the weekend, and everyone was happy for us. This morning, I got a text from my wife's sister, 21F, saying that she knows that women can get emotionally and physically abusive and can put a stop to intimacy during pregnancy, and that she is willing to help me out anytime sexually or emotionally during and after the pregnancy. Obviously, I have no interest in anyone other than my wife, but how do I tell her what her sister offered? You show her the text messages, baby. My wife has always been there for her sister, and they have always been super close.
Oh,
Her sister was the maid of honor at our wedding.
oh.
And I don't want my wife to lose that bond, and it would destroy her if she found out that her sister was willing to betray her like that. At the same time, her sister is a snake and is willing to ruin our marriage and the life of her soon-to-be nephew or niece for what I'm guessing is a childish crush on me. This person's being very mature for this, which I'm proud of them for.
Right.
My first priority is my wife and unborn child, and anyone else can go to hell. How do I approach this situation? There's literally no good outcome. How can I tell, or I can tell my wife tonight. She'll be absolutely devastated, though. I will always be there for her, and I know her parents will be on her side, but losing a 20-year bond with her own sibling while in such a vulnerable state sounds terrible. How can I possibly tell my wife that the sister she loved and looked after for so many years wants to sleep with her husband while she's pregnant? If I don't tell her soon and tell her later, she may lose her trust in me. Very good, very valid. If I don't tell her at all, my wife will be close with someone who clearly does not care for her and could easily betray her again in the future. Jesus Christ.
That's a heavy hole.
I feel for the wife because she's gonna have a very bad day.
Yeah.
But I feel like the choice on this is very, very
Right.
easy.
So I'm pretty much the same way. Like you gotta tell your wife, right?
Oh, 100%.
Like
ASAP.
yeah. Any reasonable person would say, yeah, I need to tell my wife ASAP. The fact that OP has any pause at all is a little sus to me.
I think
And
it
it's
was
a little
more
bit
that
of also, oh, well, she's pregnant and vulnerable. I don't know if she can handle
Yeah.
this. So I'm like,
it was more like I want to spare her feelings is what I got
Yeah.
out of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
has
he
to say
says-
something.
Yeah, that it's blah, 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 but doing so while in such a vulnerable state sounds terrible. That he knows this is going to upset her and he feels bad for being the bearer of bad news. I don't think he feels
Yeah.
culpable, obviously, but it's like, wow, my wife is going to be so broken up over this, and justifiably so, but I don't want her to feel bad, period. But clearly this has to happen.
For anyone that missed it, the title of the post that we're reading is "Pregnant Wife's Sister Offered to Sleep with Me." Yeah, so like that's how I read it too. Like Seabass said, I feel like I would have instantly been like, babe, and handed her the phone. Right.
Oh yeah.
Same. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I actually communication, just period. Like this is not to knock any like people who are like polyamorous, polygamous, whatever. There are ways to do that consensually and ethically. This ain't it.
Nope.
And is bad and wrong. Like, but there are ways to go about this that aren't, in OP's words, being a snake. But it doesn't sound like the sister has any sort of good motives in
No.
mind at all. Just trying to like break
No.
them up and cause drama.
No,
Which-
I would immediately show that text to my spouse.
Right. Like
As soon as it came in.
I might be too open with my spouse, but like literally anything along these lines that pops up, I'm just like, hey babe, look at this. You know?
Yep.
Oh, it is absolutely clickbait, the subreddit. This is AITA-H and not just AITA, so it's a separate subreddit that has interpersonal conflicts. I guess AITA doesn't allow that. So we wouldn't get something like this.
What does the H stand for?
Hole.
Am I the asshole hole?
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
They're putting H as a separate word to separate themselves from AITA.
Oh,
ATM machine? Yeah,
okay.
basically. SMH my head. Yeah. I think it's here. Oh.
Hi, Evie.
Am I the ass hole? Yes.
I like that
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah, AITAH instead of AITA. Yeah. Hi, Chuck.
It's Truck.
She's screaming. It's making me
She
lol out
baby.
loud. Lol out loud. Yep. Isn't it great? Love the background. Thank you. I should have had this a long time ago, but how to sound old 101. Making me lol out loud. Yeah, real. Anyway, so I guess, do we not the asshole this post, or do we not enough information this post? Let me see if there's anything else by OP. Any follow-up.
Yeah, I tried to find some like comments with this. Oh, the
There's
9K comments are
one.
right there. No. Click into the actual post. Yeah. The top comment is, sorry, dude, you have to tell your wife tonight. Otherwise,
Mhm.
sister-in-law is going to try to twist and make it look like this is your
Yep.
idea. And the key is show your wife the text, all caps. It's proof that your wife's sister was hitting on you, not the other way around. It will show your wife that you are not hiding anything and not attempting to hide. I don't think you can
Right.
avoid hurting your wife in this situation, but you can at least try to minimize the hurt by being open with her.
Right.
And if she asks why you didn't show her the text as soon as you read it, which she should have done, tell her the
Right.
truth. You didn't know how to handle it. You didn't want to hurt her or worry her.
Right.
Keep this in mind going forward. As a general rule, not a specific one, most of the pain inflicted by this kind of situation will be spared by partners trusting each other to be open with them about anything. Think about that.
Real.
How would you feel if 5 or 10 years from now you found out that your best friend was repeatedly making passes at your wife? And even if he wasn't doing it anymore, would that make any difference to the way you felt about her?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
10,000%.
100%. 100%.
I found
baby.
the only comment from OP is a reply to the question, would your wife ever have told her to do it to see how you reacted? And OP says, I highly doubt it. That's it. That's the only other context we have from OP.
Oh, I hope he told her.
Yeah, me too. So I guess it sounds like he's not going to act on it and is going to tell his wife eventually. So I'm leaning towards not the asshole, but also like I would like the confirmation there to know for sure we don't really have enough information.
I feel like the reason he's not back is because he got the information that he wanted, which was the reassurance that, yeah, dude, fucking show this to your wife literally 3 minutes ago. And he did that and is now dealing with the fallout. Because I feel like a lot of the time when people post these things on here, they're just needing that bit of confirmation. And then they don't come back because they got what they needed. Oh, look at it, baby.
I know,
This
right?
is so cute.
She keeps, I think she likes the mesh. She keeps rubbing up against the sleeve of my mesh shirt. Oh, the top post on the Hole Inspector subreddit is, was deleted.
Oh, no.
So we can't, there's no way we can see what it was.
Right.
That's so unfortunate. Balls. But the title was, Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my friend's expensive honeymoon after she chose a destination I can't afford? And that sounds like there was a lot of tea there, and we're never going to learn about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Do you want to go to the fucking absolute opposite end of the spectrum for marriage advice?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed.
Uh-oh. Everything's been pretty wholesome so far. Like, this is a legitimate lake, and he handled it as responsibly as I can, imagine a random white man would, but...
How do you like this one?
I'm afraid.
Yeah, how do we want to pay this one out? Do we want to go not the asshole, or should I delete it because we don't have enough info? Because it was more asking
think it's
for
not the asshole.
Okay.
Because honestly, if you want to look at the general grand scheme of Am I the Asshole posts, that guy is a saint.
That's fair as fuck. Critical Role done. Now for Hole Inspector. Let's go, baby.
Nice. Yeah, I'm so glad that everyone finally gets to see the episode, because that's the one I was at live last week, and was very tight-lipped about what I saw there, so nobody suffered the spoilers.
Okay, Bing Hole Squares before we get into it.
Yeah.
Throw the whole relationship away with the sister.
No, I think the relationship's good. The relationship with the relationship with the sister.
With the sister.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, cut that shit out of there.
Yeah. Goodbye forever. Toxic.
Yeah,
Shitty.
say goodbye.
Yeah. That's just weird. Absolutely applies here. That's such a fucking weird thing to say.
Yeah. Deeply uncomfortable, too. Oof.
Adults using kids as an excuse. Oh my God, Little Madness? Oh my God. Hi, big fan. Hello. I miss you. Hi. I'm going to cry a little bit. Don't worry about it. You think this is hit them with your car territory? I think so.
I think we should hit the sister with the car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hit them with your car. But also gotta go. All right, Madness. Have a good one. It was good to see you for a second. Not the asshole. Do we want to count this as chat voting opposite of Reddit? They didn't have a verdict on that post, but chat did vote opposite of what we judged, so I think we can count it. Hit them with your car and be good, kids. Exactly. Thank you. I feel like I've seen Madness in this same outfit before, actually. I think we have this same outfit. I think Madness pulls it off just a little bit better, though. Look at this baby. Very much the same. Perfect. Yeah, hit them with your car. Not the asshole. Clickbait title.
Look at it.
We'll count chat votes opposite of Reddit for sure. And there's your Bing Hole Squares. She loves her ears being scratched. Like
she
looks.
Baby.
I wish you could see this side of her face. She looks so blissed out right now. She's like, oh yeah, it's a good shit.
Oh,
such a sweet baby. How'd you feel about this post? Did we want to do this one, or did you go to a different one?
Oh, do you want me to read this? I think it's your turn.
Oh no, it's my turn. Yeah, but I'm gonna send you the post.
I did not read into it. I took psychic damage from the title.
Good. Psychic damage from the title is what we're going for. Sick.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, new prediction going live. Here we go. Am I the asshole for approaching women at the bar while my wife was talking to another man? Nans, thank you for the primer. You could have used that on any of the literal millions of active, partnered, and affiliated Twitch streaming channels, and you chose to use it here. Thank you so much. Am I the asshole for approaching women at the bar while my wife was talking to another man? Like I said, polar opposite of the last post.
Yeah.
I took my extended release Adderall today, so I can't have any caffeine, but I am yawning so much.
You could get some water.
Would that help?
Being hydrated, absolutely. Your Adderall will also work smoother if you're very hydrated.
Really? I did not know that.
Oh yeah. If you like do like the basic like, hey, get your exercise in, hey, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you sleep well, the Adderall hits so much. Not I don't want to say better,
Like
it's more
smoother?
controlled. You don't crash. Like it really makes a huge difference, and it took me so long to learn that because nobody tells you those things until you talk to somebody else with ADHD, and they're like, "Oh, dude, are you not doing this, this, and this?" And you're like, "What?" I'm really mad.
I'll go grab some water.
Yeah.
I also I don't think I have any food in the house right now. So I should probably figure out I'll get a spoonful of peanut butter or something. We're gonna take a quick little break.
Yeah.
So I can get some water and be responsible. Truck, you're in charge.
Twuck. She baby.
Good night.
Dude, it's so real. The amount of times I've had to look up endo. Oh yeah, my pride nails. I think you gotta look at them like this. Cause I painted them from my direction, so they look like the rainbow to me when I hold my hands out in front of myself, but not when I show you. Look at baby truck. She baby. But yeah, it's so true. The having to go online for health stuff because doctors really just don't always give you the advice you need unless you ask like specific questions. It's terrible. Hate it. Yeah, honestly, the being hydrated makes such a goddamn difference. It's so infuriating. And I literally like the worst about drinking water, but it is such a hassle. It's such a hassle. Thank you, Bean. Yeah. Drinking water's hard, y'all. It's tough to stay hydrated. Yes. Oh my gosh, Beat, you're so real for that. I carry this little guy around and it helps me because I've got the times on it. And if you don't need that, don't feel like you have to do it. But this, because of time blindness with ADHD, I'll just like do a thing for a long time and then I'll look up and be like, fuck. And so it lets me know how much I need to catch up. And so I found that really helpful for me. And it's easy to carry around. It's cute. It's obviously my favorite color. Whatever it takes to get you to drink your water, right? This is really what did it for me because I have a lot of water bottles. Oh, Twuck. Oh no, she's stuck. Baby. Tiny. Oh, let me text Beepus. Oh, little baby, no! Tiny baby, no! I'm typing so fast. I'm doing the real phone so he gets this quickly. Okay, she got out. Oh no, I feel so bad. I literally just texted him, truck is stuck! I'm so sorry. He's gonna get these texts, he's gonna be like, oh! Oh no. Yeah, he's gonna run back in here and be like, is she okay? I'm like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to alert you. I know. We just care about her well-being. We just care about her being okay. She's just baby. Dude, that's such a mood when you see your cat in trouble and you're like, oh, you need to go run over and help them. Because they're just little bitty. Yes, of course. We care about her being okay, being happy, cared for. She's just, oh, look at that loaf. Look at that belly.
Truck,
So
they
cute.
behave.
Oh, you didn't even get my text messages.
They behave for you, Truck.
He doesn't even Okay, we'll tell him in a second.
Are you so good? You good? You good, girl? Yes.
She's so
There's a
sweet.
baby.
Oh.
Oh, rolling.
Oh. What a baby. Look at her.
Well, all right. I will not be sitting
That's
back
her chair
down
now.
so that I do not disturb the baby. Oh yeah, I guess we could do an ad break since we're already sort of no.
Oh, hi. You should check your phone.
Uh-oh. Why?
Poor baby truck was
Oh!
scratching the back of your chair, and she got a claw stuck, and so I frantically text you. But then she got herself free. And your phone was in here the whole time.
Yep, it sure was.
Here, I
You
sent
get
you an
stuck.
anonymous video
Aw.
to make up for it.
Let me move my camera up. Well, yeah, it's chopping my head off. We need headroom. I'm a cinematographer, damn it.
Yeah.
That's probably okay, right? Well, let's see. Yeah. Professional streamer mode. 2/3
Yeah.
rule. Exactly. More head. It's still cutting me off a little bit, but that's fine. Wait a minute. I just needed to move my I just need to resize my source. That's why it was cutting me off still. We got it. Don't worry about it.
Na-na.
The Bane shoulder strap hold is illegal? What do you mean? Beeps and Emma hangout time. I could watch hours of this. Good.
We do this several times a week, but just off stream.
Yeah. Yeah,
Playing
I'm usually
zombies, League of Legends.
yeah. I'm usually hanging out with Emma and well, what is my degenerate hours and Emma's totally normal reasonable hours.
Kind of. I go to bed at like 10.
Yeah, still 10 is like that's totally reasonable instead of the 5 a.m., 3 a.m. that I stay up.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know if you can stream at 6 a.m. because you're like, that's when you go to bed.
Well, I've been using my Adderall to reset my sleep schedule. I've been setting my alarm like earlier and earlier and earlier throughout the past like 2 weeks or so. And when the alarm goes off, I get up and I take my Adderall and then I lay back down. Sometimes I'll fall back asleep, but 100% without fail, an hour later, I am up and ready to go.
Dang.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. It's been helping a lot. And I want to try and move towards making that time before stream my productivity time, my like, let's edit videos, let's do some OBS work, let's do some Stream Deck work, Discord, whatever, all the like back end streamer stuff during that time so I can keep my late night play video games until 3 a.m. rot time.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's really fucking hard because all I did I guess technically I did do some work before stream today. I got the new scene set up. I got I did like one other thing and I was like, I'm feeling productive.
Well, we planned other content. We got some other stuff situated we need to, even just from the
Wait,
stuff
we
that I was
planned other
involved in.
content?
Yeah, we did. Do you want me to talk about it? Or do you want me to not remind you? Because it's super secret.
I'm trying so hard to remember. Just, I mean, go ahead. Like, I don't keep anything secret, basically.
For our next Am I the Asshole?
Oh, right. Yes. I do remember. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. We'll keep it secret. I want to keep it a surprise.
Yeah, because I was like, it's really, really, really good. I
It's
don't
really
want to spoil,
cool.
but I want to give you enough to know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Also, thank you, Bookie. I love it very much. My little dice in the background.
You're welcome, Ashlyn. Yeah, everyone take your yeah. It's so secret that not even I knew it.
It's what you got me for.
I mean, look at how I'm dressed. Look at how I'm dressed right now, Amelia. Of course I'm gonna tease you today. What do you mean? It's my job. I got into a terrible cycle of taking meds too late and then basically turned myself into full nocturnal for months. Like, even outside of meds, I am such a fucking night owl. Like, completely removed from everything, kept to my own devices. My normal operating time would be around like 1 p.m. to like 2 or 3 a.m. But recently I've been trying to cut myself off at 2 a.m. and just go lay down even if I'm not tired. But 2 a.m. has become my cutoff time, so I can start trying to go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, and get some fucking shit done.
Yeah.
I have so many like big, grandiose, ridiculous ideas to implement for stream, but I just don't have either the time, the energy, or the money to do them.
Yep.
And in order to get there, I have to do the shit that isn't fun so that I can have some of those three things.
Yep.
And that's my barrier. As well as, just not having my whole space clean and conducive for the creative process. But I'm working on all of that. I just got a new dishwasher yesterday. I found a used Bosch dishwasher yesterday for $150.
Dang.
Yeah. This particular dishwasher like retails new for $1,000. And I got it for $150. And I talked her down even.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
We had a like shitty wine cart that the previous owners left in because the dishwasher they left us with broke after a single use. We put our old apartment complex countertop dishwasher on this cart in the middle of the kitchen, so it cut off like on our already tiny kitchen like a quarter of the whole space. So I haven't been able to like get into that space to get it clean and organized and have like a more open space to like prepare food and shit. I had to move all of our appliances out from that corner, and everything has just been so disorganized, chaos. But now that we have the dishwasher, I can get the kitchen sorted, which means I can get the dining room sorted, which means that I can get everything. Hopefully things are falling into place so that I can get things clean, get things organized, so that I can just be like, I'm going to shoot a TikTok, pull down my green screen. Boom. I've made content.
Bam.
Yeah. I am a pretty good haggler. Listen, I was a salesman, basically, for a lot of my life. And I fucking hated it. I hate pushing shit onto people that they don't want or need. It is my least favorite thing in the world. However, it has given me the tools, and I have the natural charisma to haggle for myself in a very effective way. Possum, hello, welcome back. Anyway, I'm off the fucking rails again. Did we have a post ready to go? I don't remember.
Yeah, we are reading Am I the Asshole for Approaching Women at the Bar while my wife is talking to another man.
Wife man, yes.
I don't know, it doesn't sound like he's a very wife man to me.
Sorry, wife and men. Yeah. Okay, for real, what's our split? What's our split here? We are 87 asshole, 13% not. Esports. Okay. My wife, 35M, and I, 36M, went to a bar last weekend for some drinks and dancing. When we got inside, I told my wife I needed to use the restroom and gave her some cash to go buy us some drinks. After I used the restroom, I find her at the bar with our drinks and she is chatting with another man. I have no issues with this. Are you sure about that? Your title is, I'm gonna go talk to other women while my wife is talking to a man because I don't have a problem with it. But I'm fine. It doesn't bother me. You know, it's just, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? I'm so chill, like all the time. You know, I'm just not fazed by it. You know what I mean? I'll go talk. I'm so cool right now. I'm so chill with this. You know, just like my wife, you know, talking to another man at the bar. So I'm just gonna go talk to some women real quick because, you know, I'm so chill about this and I'm so fine. Anyway, sorry. I want to. That bit went on too long.
Okay. You're fine.
I approached my wife, grabbed my drink, and tried to join in on the conversation. It felt so awkward standing there as this guy had no idea who I was, and my wife didn't introduce me. So I stuck out my hand to introduce myself as her husband, and the guy just blankly stares at me and gave me a limped wrist handshake. My wife and the guy continued their conversation, discussing their favorite bars in the neighborhood. I felt like a third wheel here, and it felt like my voice was being ignored. I decided to leave those two to talk, and I approached two women also sitting across the bar to make friendly conversation. The one was wearing a band t-shirt of one of my favorite bands, so we were talking about that. My wife saw this and began giving me the death stare. She then left the guy at the bar and pulled me away from these two women. It was quite awkward. My wife and I discussed what happened. I explained that I felt like a third wheel with her and the guy at the bar. They were ignoring the things that I said, and she didn't even introduce me when I came up to them. I wanted to have some fun conversing with some new people like she was doing, which is why I started talking to two women at the bar. I told my wife that her speaking with that guy and me speaking with these women was the same situation, except she did not even try to join the conversation that I was in. It's not like we were discussing anything inappropriate. Literally just music, specifically the band the woman was wearing the t-shirt of. We have discussed this at length, and she claims that they are totally different situations because I had to approach those women where she was already seated and the guy approached her. I'm over the situation, ready to move on, but my wife cannot let it go and has been giving me the cold shoulder since that night. So Reddit, am I the asshole in this situation? I think if we take this post by rote, completely letter of the law, no, you're not the asshole. This is the same situation. However, I don't think we have necessarily a reliable narrator here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the wife in this situation, as it is told, the wife absolutely could have told that guy to fuck off. Absolutely could have introduced the husband. At any point, they could have included him in the conversation instead of like butting him out and making him feel like a weird third wheel. Same could have happened with the conversation that he was having with the two women at the end of the bar. But she just immediately pulls him aside. But I don't think this is necessarily what happened here. So I'm going to do a little digging to see if there's anything else here.
Okay. You dig. I'm rant. The situation is not the same. He left her, gave her a task to go get drinks at the bar. She did so. She waits for him at the bar. She's approached by someone while waiting for him at the bar. As a woman, a lot of the time, it might be an unsafe situation for her to be like, fuck off, dude. We don't know how intoxicated this man is. We don't know anything about the context of the situation. So she might just be trying to ride it out and wait for husband to return. And husband does return, realizes he's not the center of attention and he's not in control of this present exchange. And so fucks off to a situation where he can be. And that's the biggest delineating factor for me. He left her by herself and someone came up to her and she's just waiting for him to get back. The fact that he's like, oh, you didn't immediately introduce me. What if the guy was talking and she was waiting for a natural pause in the conversation to do so?
I would be inclined to believe that if he didn't say, I introduced myself to join the conversation and they butted him out of it.
But his perception of being butt out is unreliable to me.
True.
It sounds like I want to be in control of the conversation and I want to be the person that people are paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he didn't just listen, because you can be a part of a conversation and listen to other people talk and enjoy what's going on. But he wanted to be the one talking.
Mm-hmm. I could see
and
that.
that's why he went and said, I can talk to this woman about this thing. I can talk at this woman about this thing.
True.
I'm going to go do that now.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
There's a comment. They did ask who I was here with, and I pointed at my wife across the bar. They knew I was married. There's a lot of, am I allowed to talk to whomever I want as well, or just my wife? A comment by OP.
He's really missing what's going on here.
Yeah, the more I read OP's responses, the more I'm like, yeah, this guy sounds like a prick. I guess I should have been more direct and stood between them, so she would have no choice but to acknowledge me.
Oh my God, calm down. Jesus God. Ugh.
Catching all the details can be pretty tricky sometimes. I suggest giving the post another once over. Am I not allowed to seek out others to have a conversation with? Am I not allowed to seek out others to have a conversation with, especially when I know they have a similar interest as me already? Does it only have to be of the same gender?
Ew. In the trash. Put him in the trash.
Weird assumption that I got pissy when I introduced myself. I smiled, shook the guy's hand, and said, "Hi, I am Many Major 2827 so-and-so husband," which got me blank stares. Maybe the guy was intimidated by me, as I am quite bigger than him. I get the whole defense mechanism thing, but can you explain why my wife failed to introduce me? I was standing next to her for almost a minute. Oh, okay.
My God.
Literally less than 60 seconds, almost a minute, and I had to introduce myself. If she got bad vibes from the guy, she could have used me as a way out. Also, why she failed to include me in the conversation, we were sitting at the bar, 3 in a row, my wife in the middle, and she had her back turned towards me.
It's hard to hear people at the bar. You're probably facing the person who's talking.
My woman did not respect me as a man for 60 seconds as the alpha in our relationship. She didn't acknowledge me, and that made me feel like a little tiny little piss baby piss boy. So I went to go talk to some women to show my woman that I'm the man.
Piss baby piss boy. I love it.
You like that?
I do, genuinely. The next man that makes me upset, I'm going to call him a piss baby piss boy.
Piss baby piss boy. My favorite is to use insults that don't sound like insults. Like
I do that, so I can't get in trouble.
Substitute like expletives for just random nouns, like calling someone a kumquat or an eggplant or a broccoli. Apparently I go for vegetables a lot, but also like saying, you look like you're lactose intolerant. You look like you have a gluten allergy.
Hi, Brick. People can't help that, Beepus.
I know.
People can't help that.
I know. But also, no one looks like they have a gluten allergy. No one looks lactose intolerant. There's no physical attribute or feature that begets an intolerance for dairy or an intolerance for gluten, which makes it funny to me to be like, you look like you have a gluten allergy.
There we go. I like that one. You look like you ignore your lactose intolerance. So you're not mocking them for a condition that they have that they can't control, but you're mocking them for being irresponsible about it.
That's even funnier. I'm going to use that one.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you ignore a lactose intolerance. Is that true?
Yeah.
I bet you fuck up a milkshake and then fuck up a toilet. Am I right? You know, you look like you don't know how to
man.
swim. Oh no.
Oh,
You look like you're afraid of sunflowers. I don't know, it's
I like
almost
that
a
one.
flirt. Has the same energy as like, hey boy, you piss
that's
loud
a
as
good
fuck.
one. You look like you don't know how to take a number at the deli. You look like you don't put your shopping cart away after you're finished using it.
Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You look like you're incapable of self-governance.
Oh, yep.
Interesting. It's funny because they will take offense at something that they shouldn't. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a tone of voice, baby.
You must be really confident wearing that in public. I could never. So now that one I couldn't do because like that could be body shamey. And that's a no-go for me. As someone that has been body shamed their entire life and continues to get body shamed, I'm not going to do that to someone else. You look like you don't level vigor. Now that one's a flex though. Now that one's a flex.
Is this?
That's
which game is this for?
FromSoft games
Okay.
like,
Which I don't play.
yeah. I
that I
literally
don't want
only
to, I
know
just
that
haven't.
because of Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
If they continue to argue, if you want to engage in your humiliation kink, fill out this form. You look like you don't thank service workers.
I like how we read that at the same time.
You look like you yell at baristas on a regular basis.
Yep. You look like you don't tip.
Yeah. You look like you would give someone advice and that advice would just be to pull them up by their bootstraps.
Ugh. Ugh.
You look like someone that doesn't have extended empathy.
Oof. Or empathy at all.
Yeah.
You look like somebody who's never been to therapy.
Real. You look like you speak to the manager often. Oh, yes. I'm getting so much ammunition here. I need
It's so
it.
good.
Oh, incredible. All right, how did we rule this one? How are we ruling this one? I mean,
He's got my vote as the asshole.
is he the asshole?
Yeah.
I think so. With all of the comments with all of the comments, I think like we have an inaccurate representation of this situation with the tone and the content of all of his replies. Yeah.
It's like viewing this from a femme perspective. The vibes were instantly bad. This man is being possessive. He's being a big old fucking baby.
Yeah,
and
at first
he's
I was
lashing
like,
out.
yeah, this sounds like the same situation. But literally, I stood next to her for almost a minute, like literally less than 60 seconds, and they're holding a conversation, and you can't wait for a little bit. Can you imagine? Like, you walk up to a conversation that you were not a part of, and in less than a minute, you're like, hi, my name's this, and this is my wife. Yes, my dick is bigger than yours. Thank you for thinking that. Because I can read your mind because I'm an alpha male. Thank you. Oh, anyway, yeah, we're gonna go asshole. 87% voted asshole, yeah.
Yep.
Work. Thank you. I try. Bing hole squares. What do we got? Boomer energy.
Oh.
It's not about you. It's not that serious. Entitlement, I'd say. Comment had crucial information. It let us know just exactly how much of a bad person this guy was. I didn't look at any of like Reddit's comments, but I don't want to. Because I know they're going to side with him.
If they do, I'm gonna scream.
Reddit does not have a lot of media literacy. So I don't think they've heard of what an unreliable narrator even is.
Oh no.
Hit them with your car. Yeah. Hit them with your car. No, I'm not going to count it as Reddit sucking just because I don't want to read the comments. I need Reddit to actually suck. So if I went through the comments and I did see something that was like, oh yeah, Reddit sucks here, then sure. But, oh yeah, jealousy post for sure.
You were right.
What?
Everyone's like, you approached your wife at the bar and she ignored you.
Yeah.
Weird how she couldn't do that with a stranger.
Yeah.
Shut up. You are a
Mhm.
dime a dozen white man.
Literally less than 60 seconds of approaching. Like, order another drink. Tap
This
your
is
wife
so-
on the shoulder. Like,
I never understand why people go to Reddit to ask these things. I'm like, do you really want to poll a bunch of 12-year-olds? Like,
or at least the emotional maturity of a 12-year-old.
this is so dumb. People like, if your wife
Hypocrisy.
doesn't introduce you to her new friend, I wouldn't stick around being ignored either. A man just came up and talked to her at a bar. It's not her new friend, you absolute weirdo. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I can't
feel
be
like
on my wire men this early in the day.
yeah, I'm like, why are you going through those comments, Emma? Why are
I
you
need to
doing this to yourself?
I'm stopping. Ah.
Grown-ass adult acting like a child. Yeah, exactly.
God.
They go to Reddit because they know they'll get validation.
It's so bad. There's even comments. I did stop, but there was a comment from a woman who's like, well, I always do this, this, and this, this, and this to let men know that I'm with this person. And I'm like, why do you have to prove that you're owned by another man to satisfy the man that you are with?
I think
Don't
that's what
do
we
that.
call pick me. Is that what
Don't
that is?
do that. I just like, man, it's there's nothing that makes me sadder than a pick me. And I'm like, baby, I get you're trying to survive, but please,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, let's go to the actual Am I the Asshole subreddit and see what we have for the top posts there this week before we try to dive into some keyword searches. Forewarning everyone,
I'm
I do have
excited.
to end early today. PS and I are going to a My Brother and Me show, a live show that's happening
I'm so excited for you.
in KC today. I'm super stoked. Full disclosure, I did try to sell the tickets because I'm worried about money right now, but I wasn't able to sell them, so we're gonna go anyway.
You deserve nice things.
Thank you. UKC, my condolences. I like Kansas City. Now, the areas around Kansas City and Missouri as a whole, not great. Not great. Pretend I'm talking to your pocket and take me with you in spirit, please. I got you, baby.
Oh.
Oh, my lying, cheating bastard of an ex is there. Oh, you're just projecting. Okay, yeah, got it.
Oh man, that casual dragon. I read that and I took psychic damage. Not because you're wrong, but because you're right. And
I've got a new post for us.
no. Am I the asshole for
Oh, wait.
telling
Let me start the new prediction. Hang on.
what's a DIL?
Daughter-in-law.
Oh.
Yep.
Is it sad that my stupid Mass Effect brain went, Drell, I love? Do you even know what a Drell is?
Nope.
I posted my own emotes in your chat because I have DILF. Drell. Oh my god, am I gonna have to make you watch a Thane comp?
I'm gonna
gonna have to make you
redo this
watch a
prediction
thing.
since we we got segued.
I'm sorry. Just over here talking about Drell.
Dilfs. Is it? What's it? How's it spelled?
Are you talking about Drell?
Drell Mass Effect.
Drell.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Thane. Yeah. I have the body pillow downstairs.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, well, as a demi, as the resident demi,
Mm-hmm.
it's because of who he is as a person, and then he becomes attractive when you're like, oh, this is a person that resonates with me as a human being.
See, I'm a monster fucker, and that's an alien race. I'm down to clown.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh, see, that's the thing.
However, if they show their ass and like they're not a good person, I lose attraction. I can be like, yeah, you look hot, but I'm not into it. You know?
Yeah. I'm the biggest demi until we get to Baldur's Gate 3, and then, oh no, have you seen my oh no, he's hot?
I don't think I have.
Oh, I'll show you that later. It's happened to me like 3 times now. And we just came across Shadow Kai boy, and I was like,
who was your oh no, he's hot moments?
oh no, okay, so don't be mad. My first oh no, he's hot. I'm like bitching about don't make that face at me. I'm bitching about one of the guys in the grove underneath, and he's being really shitty to that tiefling girl, and I'm like, you're being an asshole. And then I talk to him, and then it like zooms in on his face, and you watch my facial expression change. It's like this like realization, and I have anger, but it like smooths out into like a mild shock. And then he gets done talking, and you zoom back into your character like in the screen where you normally run around, and I was like, oh no. So we had oh no, he's hot. I think he's just the random like blonde Chatathy elf in the grove, like underneath. So we've got him. I don't even remember his name, as one should. Second one is Nier, the mean drow boy in Grimforge. The Myconid sovereign's like, I need you to go deal with this drow, and he like projects images of this man into my brain, and I was like, oh, I don't think I can do that. Fine, bye, see you later. And then Shadar Kai boy, whose name I don't even know, but it doesn't matter. He's cute.
Emma, I'm not mad.
Thank you, Brick. Thank you,
I'm
Brick.
just disappointed.
That's fine. Be disappointed. I didn't ask for your approval in the first place. I don't need your approval to like shitty men in Baldur's Gate.
At least you're cognizant that they are shitty. I like.
Look,
how
I literally
we're 2
said
for 3 so far. Like some of the shittiest characters that you can meet.
I literally said when we met Shadow Kai boy, I was like, I have a track record for doing oh no, he's hot, and they end up being like really shit tier, and I was like, I wonder if this guy's bad. No spoilers, because I don't know. I've literally talked to him once. Don't ruin this for me.
What was it called? Shatter Kai? What?
So that's the race of elf. It's called Shadar Kai.
Oh.
Shaddar.
You're so elf blinded. It is
yeah. Have
impressive.
You met me? Have you met me?
Oh, that guy!
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I get it.
Look, no. I let the priest of Leviatar with me, but that's because I'm a drow. That man can't do anything to me that I haven't already done to myself. Like
that's fine.
The amount of
it's not
torture
about
and
what
shit
he
you
can
go
do to
through
you.
in Menzo.
It's not about what he can do to you. It's about what he can do to you, which does it for himself. You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah. I just every second in Baldur's Gate I love, because I'm either talking about Belathine's history or I'm talking about the lore we just found. I found a Seldarian book the other day and I would not shut up about elf and drow lore and giving everyone the like TLDR of what happened when the Seldrine did shatter, which I won't bore you with right now. It's not boring. It's not boring because it's my hyper focus. It is wonderful and amazing, but that doesn't mean I need to spend 75 minutes on it.
There is something that I do want to spend time with you on at some point. It doesn't have to be right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I do want your honest to God, honest to Eliestri?
Elistray.
Honest to Elistray defense of Solus, full of spoilers.
Oh, no, dude. You just watched my latest. I streamed Inquisition, the last bit of Inquisition before we started the DLC, literally last week. And I sat down with some of the very, very like Dragon Age lore knowledgeable people, and we talked through all of that.
Because like
I'll just clip it for you and send it to you.
I mean, I can watch it, but I don't remember what we were talking about. You came into chat and you were defending Solus again. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I've never actually consumed any sort of content of Inquisition, but just the general consensus I get is that he's not a good person. So I did a deep dive and I did a bunch of research that day or later that night. And I talked to PS about it, who is a huge Dragon Age stan, who gave me a little bit of a rundown. And then I went back and did more research, and then literally all of the consensus, everything that I read, everything that I got to is that he's a piece of shit.
But did these people romance Solus?
Yes.
Interesting. So the unfortunate part about Inquisition is that a lot of Solus's backstory and rationale is locked behind his romance.
Which is only available to femme elves, which is also like
I don't
that in
love
itself
it,
is
but
like
I want to respect
you know what
preferences.
I mean? Yeah.
That's the hard thing is because in my opinion, you don't have straight elves. I don't reasonably see how you can be basically a mortal creature and be straight. Sorry. Just my hot take. That's not canon lore.
And also like if just take Dragon Age out of it. If you went up to a bald man, he said, "Sorry, I only date other white people."
So you have to at the time there were basically only elves. And I definitely can understand how it might take him some time to interact as a demi with other people and figure out that you can resonate in that way. So that I have a lot more grace for, because I do want to respect people's preferences as long as they're not like shitty motivated. And there's nothing that I have encountered in my 300 hours in Dragon Age Inquisition that would lead me to that impression. The TLDR of the Solus take, I'll make it extremely short, is he's trying to right a wrong that he caused. I know you haven't played it, so this is impossible to be spoiler free, but basically
when I did all that research, I didn't give a shit about spoilers.
That's valid.
So I got all of the spoilers. Like I know how it ends. I know who he is. I know what happens. I know what he did.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
I have all
saving an
of that
oppressed group
context.
of people, and then when you save the oppressed group of people, you accidentally take all their immortality. The elves, the Evaners were enslaving all the other elves.
That is not something that I gleaned from the information that I looked into. Yeah. From what I saw,
that's what the whole Trespasser DLC is about.
Maybe
that's what Fen
maybe I
Harel
got
is.
all of just Inquisition and I didn't get any of the DLC context.
No. So you had to play Trespasser. So Trespasser's what clues you into the fact that he was in the ruling class and he saw the way that they were treating other people and was like, we've got to stop this. And the other gods, TLDR, are like, nah, no, I'm actually very cool enslaving other people. You know, the Vallaslines, those are slave markings.
Yeah.
You are branded by who and which god owns you. And so he steps in.
And
he steps in and says no more.
Right. I do know that if you play an elf with those markings, he does
Mm-hmm.
continuously make comments about it. But also, he seems like someone who just refuses to change.
No, so
Things grow
this
and
is why you have to
change, and
romance.
cultures change, and they're different. Well,
Mhm.
no, because even if you are that elf and you are currently romancing him, he
Mhm.
still makes comments about that and how like, oh, I'll remove those. You
Yeah,
shouldn't have
he says,
those.
I want you to know what they are, and I will give you the choice. I can take them away from you if you would like, but if you would like to keep them, I just want you to understand what they used to mean. If they hold value to you still, that's fine. He literally
Okay.
has that conversation.
Okay.
So it's all really good, and
Yeah,
you do get
nothing
to
that
watch
I
him make.
read said anything about Solus being that kind in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah, he asks for your consent.
Mhm.
He says, "Do you want to know this?" And you say, "Well, you can say yes." I say yes, and he tells you, and you can say, "No, these are my heritage and they mean a lot to me." Or
Right.
you can say, "Thank you for telling me. I would like you to remove them." So he asks for your permission to do both things, to tell you and to
Mhm.
take it off. And you do slowly watch him go from someone who is pretty close-minded, because that's all he's ever known, and he literally just woke up, right?
Right.
So you watch him slowly start to embrace these other people, these other cultures, to see them more as these like very like baby races. It's kind of like well, you don't play Mass Effect. It's kind of like Javik from Mass Effect.
Yeah, I have played
You-
0 Mass Effect. I played
Yeah.
Dragon Age Origins and 2.
Yeah. So it's taking him time to unlearn these things, but you do get to watch the progress, because you have a conversation with him at one point on the balcony as your Dalish Inquisitor, Llewellyn,
Mhm.
and he says something about you being remarkable in spite of or that he assumed the Dalish were all this way and that you were a standout. And you're like, "No, I'm remarkable because I am Dalish," and you can choose to say this, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, "Thank you for telling me that." You watch him become more empathetic. You watch his heart and mind open.
But only
So,
if you are a female
Yep.
elf.
that's why I preface this entire conversation with, it's really, really unfortunate that
Yeah.
all of this is locked behind the Solus romance. And so that is why Solus gets a lot of hate, because most people don't romance Solus. Most people just keep him at arm's length, think he's snooty and smarter than you, which he is, and then are like, I hate this man.
I think I can understand your love for him as
Mm-hmm.
someone who is extremely into elves. But I think it does boil down
And
to
fraying
Dragon
oppressed
Age
groups.
being bad writing.
Inquisition writing in that sense was really not great.
Yeah.
They were intending to do more with it, but EA is EA, and
Yep.
this is where it got cut off. So they were trying to weave this more into the story, but this is just the state of the game currently.
Right.
Trespasser really tries to fix a lot of that, because Trespasser is the proper ending to the game.
Mhm.
They just had to
I
release
heard
it as
that
DLC
that it's a huge
because of EA.
cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, yeah. And so that's
Cliffhanger.
where you get to have the conversation with Solus, and that's when they throw in for everybody else all this context that they've already been missing, and you
Mhm.
get added as a romance villain. You get to say one of my favorite things in the entire fucking game. What is it? Varlath Vir Sularin, which means our love will find a way. So Llewellyn is promising him that the strength of their affection and their bond for one another can help him navigate through this. And as a demi, I'm just like, somebody kill me, because I will cry every single time. Every time. It is a completely different game if you romance Solus. It's a completely different game.
And that's why I think it's bad.
I don't think it's bad. I think it was an unfortunate choice that was
Yeah.
made by a company who doesn't care about the experience of its users.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to shaft the writers for that, because they don't get to make that decision.
Mhm.
So I'm just happy for the bits and pieces that I get from the writers and the devs and everyone involved in the game who put so much time and love and energy.
Mhm.
And I just take those good bits and make gross, ugly gestures at EA
Mhm.
for being greedy and capitalistic.
Coming up from someone who has not played the game, who has only done cursory research and gotten experiences from other people, and knowing what I know about it, I still think it doesn't make him redeemable, especially since you can only get these options as a femme elf. And I think that just in itself, it doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good.
I don't think it's ideal by any means, but I'm still kind of stuck on the I want to respect people's preferences, and just because it's not what I would have chosen doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah, like,
so I'm not going to shaft him for being
you're not wrong
female elves only.
Right. I mean,
I think that information should have been available at large.
I think it's good to respect preferences of real life people, but people created in a video game written by a company, I don't think, like, especially with that much story behind a character, I don't think it's...
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't think the story should have been locked. I think his preferences are fine. It's the story being locked behind that's at issue.
Right.
But again, they try to fix that with Trespasser. The writers are doing their best.
The real demon was capitalism.
Yep, it really was. It really, really, really was. Because I definitely want to respect the hard work and love that's just poured into the game and not shaft it for EA being a shitty money-grubbing company.
Right.
That's not fair to them, in my opinion. Sorry for the tangent.
And that was a Beeps tangent. There's music playing. You just can't hear it.
Okay, good. I'm just
actually,
smiling.
I saw Dragon say earlier that that he'd like a stream where we bring someone on, we just talk about their hyperfixation. I actually have an idea for some streams and or YouTube content around that subject already planned. It is going to be done in the style of Drunk History, except we're stoned and talking about someone's hyperfixation. I'm going to call it high perfixation.
Oh my God. I love it.
I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but
no, you're fine.
It's
Nobody
fine.
heard. They'll keep their mouth shut.
Yeah. Anyway, we want to dive into more holes. I have to end early, and we keep going off on tangents. God damn it!
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
No, you're fine. It's me too. What about this Jesus one? Did we do a prediction yet?
No, I haven't even properly read out the title because I had to ask you what DIL was.
I'm starting a prediction. Are you ready?
Alrighty.
Hit me.
Am I the asshole for telling my kinda daughter-in-law she isn't giving birth to Jesus, and if she doesn't clean, then she can get out of my house? Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law that she's not giving birth to Jesus, and if she doesn't clean, then she can get out of my house? Okay, I'm interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes.
This is gonna be weird.
Go for guava, baby.
You let me know when to unleash this beast.
How does Jesus got in that sense? That's a good question. You're not giving birth to Jesus? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
But I'm ready to find out.
We are 44 for asshole, 56 for not the asshole. These have been really split. Really, really split. I'm proud of us. Yeah, this one's probably going to be a lot. All right, hit me, Emma.
This one's going to be a mess. My son and his girlfriend have been dating since college. They graduated last year and are 22 and 23.
Oh, okay.
They used to have an apartment together, but soon found out that she was pregnant. I wasn't happy when they informed me. I knew they couldn't afford it, but they wanted to keep the baby. They're also doing a shotgun wedding soon. Soon after they asked to move into my home, it's large with plenty of space, and they wanted to save money for the baby. I made it clear that they will need to do chores, and I'm going to read it as is. And okay, good, yeah. And buy their incorrect their own food.
Yeah, it said
they agreed.
But their own food.
Yeah, I was like,
you
hello?
can live with me, but you have to shove food up your butt. That is not up for negotiation. You have to butt your food, okay? Sorry.
They agreed. No, you're totally fine. And are so messy. I've talked to both of them before about it, and they keep telling me they'll do better. My son has been traveling for a job, and it became clear that she is the one being a mess. In short, she's a slob. She leaves dishes out constantly. Her stuff is all over the house. Her bathroom is so gross. I've talked to her over and over again. I've talked to my son, and he has talked to her. She's 8 months pregnant, and her excuse is she cannot clean. Well, she hasn't been cleaning since she moved in 6 months ago. I came home with groceries and tripped over her shoes. I've had enough. I told her that she isn't giving birth to Jesus, and if she doesn't clean, then she can get out of my house. She started to cry, and my son is pissed at me. I reminded him that I'm doing them a huge favor and doubled down on the cleaning. Ugh.
Oh, right, Turquoise. Like, if you can't handle your own cleaning now in someone else's home, how are you going to handle a newborn child?
Yep. It's hard because, like, I'm missing a lot of context that I would prefer.
Right. That is like half a whole inspector, baby.
Exactly. So they have to do chores and buy their own food, but it looks like they're not paying to stay there. So they're saving money by moving in to pay for baby things.
Right.
Like, is this girl having any complications with pregnancy? That's what I really want to know. Because that's a huge thing that I feel like society tries to really downplay, is like how bad you fucking hurt all the time. Like how much all these hormones fuck with your mood, and they can make you contract other illnesses and conditions. And so there's a ton going on there. And if it really is just being lazy, then it's like, bro, come on. Like it's a basic, very basic thing to pick up after yourself. But this is very Karen coded to me. And like, because it's absolutely just wild to be like, you're not giving birth to Jesus. Maybe she's not doing those things because it's very hard to bend over and pick up shit when you're so fucking pregnant. Like, you need help with that sometimes.
Right. But this has been going on for 6 months. And this is the breaking point.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really, because I
understand wishy-washy. Giving some, like, grievance is the right word.
Grace?
Yeah, giving some grace to someone who's pregnant. Because, like, that is quite literally, statistically speaking, the most dangerous thing a normal woman or person with a uterus will do in their lifetime. Most of the time, it is the most dangerous thing you could possibly do.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah. It sucks. It saps so much out of you.
Oh, yeah. It permanently disfigures you.
Right. On the other hand, I can also understand wanting someone to clean up after themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's been going on for 6 months and you've been like, hey, you need to clean up after yourself repeatedly for 6 months to not only the son, but also the daughter-in-law. However, the comment about you're not giving birth to Jesus is a little out of left
it feels
field.
like she's angry and lashing out.
Yeah.
Which I get. I understand the feeling and where that's coming from. I just feel like we're missing a lot of information. Because it's hard, because this daughter-in-law could just be absolutely freeloading. And that's a very valid take here. But because it's so Karen coded in the way that it's worded, that's what's making me question it. And to speaking that to Beyond Infinity, the Karen codedness of this is her leaving out information like that. Because when boomers retell things, they leave out all the stuff that absolutely
to make themselves look better.
Exactly. Yeah. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Again, this is just my gut and the syntax and the way that this individual is speaking.
Yeah, Allison, I agree. Like the whole post worded like from the beginning, OP doesn't want them there. OP doesn't want them to have the baby in the first place. This whole thing is construed against this couple from OP's perspective. So like we already know OP hates them. So it's not outside of the realm of consideration that OP would make it seem worse than it actually is in order to get validation. However, going off of what's written, I think they all suck.
Yeah. It's definitely not an ideal situation.
Right. Like operating under the assumption and going off of just what's written and not trying to pause it too much. Like, yes,
Sorry,
the
that's all I
couple
do.
needs to, the couple needs to, like clean up after themselves. However, OP seems like an asshole. So I think that it's everyone sucks here for me. Yeah.
I'm going into the comments. I'm going in.
I'm going in. Going to the comments. I'm going to reluctantly say not the asshole because technically you're in the right, but really you should have dealt with this months ago. After she has the baby, she's not going to get to a full night's sleep for months, and she sounds like she's high risk for PPD, which, not sure what your living situation is, but if I was in your shoes, I'd divide the house up and put one of them or myself in an apartment and just start charging them rent if they're so messy. It's damn shit. What I would do is become a landlord. Reddit sucks. Top comment, Reddit sucks. There it is. Ignore the people that are telling you to kick them out. Don't do that to your grandson. And then OP responds, if she doesn't start cleaning now, then she won't with a baby. I cannot live with that. If she doesn't shape up, she is getting out. They had 6 months to save up money. This is literally her last chance. I don't care how close she is. My son can find the apartment for them to move into.
Here's a good one. Somebody says, maybe this is an annoying perspective, but like maybe she's never had to clean up after herself and she's just so oblivious to it. I know she's been asked, but she's still so young and is dealing with an unplanned pregnancy. We've been given no info about how she's doing mentally right now. Is she even okay? I'm a full-blown adult and my anxiety was so bad with my last pregnancy. I felt useless. Where are her parents and support people? When you talk to her about cleaning up, how are you talking to her? It sounds like you weren't happy with this situation from the start. I'm wondering how much that contributed to this arrangement not going well. She's hardly an adult and in a really vulnerable place. I guess I feel like her side of the story would be insightful. The best follow-up.
Yep.
This is not from Opie. This is just a question beneath or a comment. They say, thanks for this. It breaks my heart how everyone's immediately jumping to the conclusion that it'll only get worse and how OP should kick them out. I find it interesting that we're told nothing about this girl. How is the pregnancy going for her? What does she do all day? Does she work? What's it like for her to be 8 months pregnant while her partner is on long business trips? Does she have friends nearby? How is she feeling about becoming a mom? Is she excited, happy, anxious, overwhelmed? Does Opie even care about becoming grandma, or is she only worried about the state of her home? I'm currently pregnant and not naturally a tidy person. The fatigue is unlike anything I have ever experienced in my life, and I used to party a lot and deal with hangovers at work, laugh out loud. Add some anxiety on top of that, and I'm deeply grateful for a supportive partner, getting groceries delivered, and most importantly, over 15 years of living by myself and solidifying habits are how to take care of myself and my house. I'm not saying there isn't a line that might be crossed here, or that the daughter-in-law should get a carte blanche for any housework, but a lot more information is needed before I feel anyone should feel confident saying this girl deserves to lose her home when she's about to give birth. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. Everybody is so quick to be like, fuck this girl. And it's like, can we please have some empathy for the person who is probably in a lot of pain? She might not be mentally doing well. She's definitely not physically doing well. And like, nobody is concerned about her well-being. At least Karen's not.
Lyra, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I agree 100%. We're not getting any context. Like literally the daughter is the problem here in this post, according to OP. We learn nothing about the daughter. We learned about the son and what the son's not doing, and that the son is traveling for a job. That's it. We learn about like how the messes make OP feel and that how it affects OP. What's going on with the daughter-in-law here?
Yep. But it's not about the daughter-in-law. It's about Karen and her being inconvenienced.
She's making it about her, yeah. And like the fact that she was totally against pretty much everything about them from the get-go. Yeah. Everyone sucks here, OP the most.
Yep.
Especially the comment I saw. So the comment about you're not giving birth to Jesus, already out of pocket. Someone commented, info. If she were giving birth to Jesus, would you actually feel any different about her cleanliness habits? OP just says, no, period.
Yeah, because she doesn't want
So
anyone
your comment is
countering to her opinion.
Yeah, your comment is literally completely out of pocket, uncalled for, and just a snide way to dig.
Yeah, she's just lashing out because she's angry.
You're just angry and lashing out at somebody.
She doesn't sound like she's been very nice to this girl either.
Right.
I don't imagine that the living situation has been very supportive.
Yeah, no.
And that really
We're going
sucks.
asshole. Because everyone sucks here. Damn.
You know what?
She would be telling
Mary
Mary
and Joseph, no vacancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she's that Karen.
Real as hell. Nice. Binghole squares. Shitty step parent post. Absolutely. Everyone sucks here, obviously. Boomer energy. Huge.
Oh, the boomer energy is so strong.
It's not about you. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. I was hoping we get more context, but OP just hates her. There's so much shit that could be entangled into this. This could be mom being mad at girlfriend because girlfriend taking away baby boy. There could be jealousy involved.
Not the boy
there
mom.
could be there could be so much gross shit that's wrapped up in this that Karen's not going to talk about because she knows it paints her in a bad light.
Right.
And she is literally only on Reddit to have people go, oh, you poor baby.
Oh, you
my
poor
God, I'm so
baby.
sorry.
Oh, your house is dirty? Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
That's what I'm getting.
I think throw the whole relationship away. I think, oh my God, I've got too much headroom now. I think throw the whole relationship away. I think everyone should cut ties with each other in this situation.
Oh God. One of the comments says, just bear in mind that maternal stress exposes the baby to cortisol, stress hormone, as well. Mothers being stressed and unhappy can literally change a baby's brain chemistry, and studies are starting to link this with poor mental health later in life. Isn't that fucking wild? I don't know if that's true. That's just
wild.
A comment I read on the internet. But if that is true, that's
well, people don't lie on the internet.
Yes,
you could read that. That is 100% factual to me right now.
No.
100%.
I am desperately not deep diving into.
Fact.
Does this cause things, babies?
Okay, what else?
I know, right? I'm starting to go, my mom was really stressed out.
Right. Yeah, I was an unplanned pregnancy to a teen mom and a traveling for work dad, so I could see that.
Yep. It's rough.
I'm hesitant to say gaslighting manipulation because that wasn't in the story. We're just kind of like positing for unreliable narrator. So I don't think we can count it. Parent your kids, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh no, quizzical system. I'm so sorry.
We're talking about babies and a frigging Huggies ad came on? No fucking shot.
Jeff Bezos is listening.
That's not as bad quite as like me being an extraordinarily queer, extraordinarily anti-capitalist, extraordinarily like anti-nationalism spaces, and then getting an ad for the Marines.
Ew.
It happens.
Dude, I dated a Marine once. Don't do it.
I'm so sorry. On behalf
Me too.
of everyone, I wish so badly I could hug you right now. That sounds awful.
Oh no. I'll tell you some stories later.
Ooh, please. That sounds like fun for me. I'll make some of my my high energy high caffeine content teas, my energy teas. I'll sit back. We'll do some sippies. I'll have a little smoky toki, and we'll goss. We'll goss. That would make a good stream. Gossing about
no, it's a
past
lot of
relationships.
trauma.
I think that would
It's a
be
lot of
well.
trauma.
I make a habit to talk about a lot of my experiences and my traumas publicly for stream. Well, I mean, it's different for me because
That's valid.
so that people feel seen and not alone, and that's a lot of why I talk openly about that stuff. But you know, yours.
There are some things I'm willing to do that, and then there are some things that I
just keep that on lock.
do not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm saying podcast. The amount of people that I'm like, we should start a podcast is too damn high. I'm at podcasting age and I hate it.
What is podcasting age?
30s.
Why 30s?
Because every
wanna play
middle-aged
video
white man
games,
in their
though.
30s are like, yeah, we should start a podcast. There are so many like fucking trad husband, trad wife, podcasty bro bullshit out there. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. It's so bad.
Oh no, thank you. No, I just want to smooch Starion and Baldur's Gate,
Dragon
thank
middle-aged
you.
is 38.
What? Middle age is 38?
Average life expectancy is 76, so middle age is 38. I'm
That's the
so
most
sorry to
psychic
be the
damage
bearer
I've
of bad
taken
news.
all day.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do this to all of you. You shut the fuck up. I'm 38.
Oh,
God, I don't like that information. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I should have kept it to myself. Did I instantaneously age a lot of people right now?
I died a little on the inside.
I'm so sorry, Emma. Beeps, yes, the asshole. I turned 45 today, and look, you're still as sassy and as spunky as ever, right?
Dang.
30 is young, very young. Enjoy it. Absolutely. I'm well aware of my aging body. I feel it every morning. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of people think middle age is 50, but like living to 100 is not necessarily normal. However, all of the people that are dying are grew up in a time where taking care of your body was not necessarily a cool hip thing to do. And smoking
because I do
was
my
considered
skincare
cool.
every day.
Yeah.
I go to the gym sometimes once a week.
Sometimes once a week.
Hey, it depends on how broken my back is.
I'm what do you want, LT? I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry,
MK,
LT.
I forgot about your I forgot about your name change for a second, and I was like, who the fuck is that, and why do they have an artist badge? Who the fuck gave them an artist badge? Oh, that was me, and you changed your name, and I remember now. I remember. I just woke up and we're fighting. Are we fighting? I refuse. We're all gonna live to. I hacked the mainframe. We're all gonna live to 150. We're gonna be a spine and a head and a wheelchair, and we still feel young. I mean, it is literally scientifically proven that the brain never stops growing. Apparently, that thing about your frontal lobe fully developing at 25 is not necessarily true, because it doesn't stop growing. Your brain keeps making connections and keeps growing forever. Your body just breaks down.
Yeah, but you do have to be good about establishing new neural pathways and stuff like that
Right.
to help retain memory and quick critical thinking. The way I do that is I play my boyfriend game while I'm on the treadmill.
Beautiful.
Or I do Duolingo.
I've actually I have also been thinking that I have been getting like dumber, for lack of a better word, because I haven't been engaging my brain enough. I've picked Magic the Gathering back up, and it's caused me to like dust off that analytical, hyper like tactical part of my brain again, and I feel like it's actually turning some fucking gears again, and it's been helping a lot. It's been helping a lot.
It's just like a muscle. You gotta keep practicing.
Yeah. I do need to do that more.
Hit so many. We're doing health. We're doing
Dragon Age deep dives, Drow lore, ages.
Oh yeah.
Brain science, D&D.
Oh yeah.
Shitty men on the internet. This is a full spectrum episode of Hole Inspector for real. So I can teach you magic when I come over, Brick? Is that what I'm hearing? I'll bring a couple decks for you. I'll bring some decks.
Brick.
Oh my god. Yep. Okay. All right, let's find another post. That was an okay one. I did squares, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did squares. Did I finish squares? I don't know. Do I care? No. Next post.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Yes? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that one. You know what, Emma? Give me a keyword.
Drow.
We might get a lot of usernames with that one, but we'll see what we got.
I will think of another one just in case.
Oh, drowing out etiquette. Yeah, okay. Let me try it in quotes. Oh. Oh.
Oh?
Oh.
I make... Oh,
This post is 10 months old.
Okay.
With 17 upvotes.
Is that good?
No. That like most of the posts that we read are like 18,000, 36,000. Keyword searches,
okay.
The top posts are normally like the big ones are multiple tens of thousands normally. However,
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes.
No!
Oh,
I'm so mad that I read the last one.
yes!
I want to read this so bad.
Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, okay. All right. New prediction going live. Going live right now. Am I the asshole for not ending a D&D in-game relationship between mine and a female player's character, even though my girlfriend wants me to?
This could go so many different directions.
I'm stoked. I'm so stoked.
I'm trying so hard not to read ahead. I just want to know where the drow part is.
Yeah, hang on. I didn't.
Amelia Rose, that's so true.
Preliminary thoughts on the title alone, Emma.
It's hard. As somebody who's been in character relationships, I know that a lot of people are like, what? And you're like, oh, hold on. It's like acting. You're like being in a movie, and your movie character is dating this other actor. So you're playing in character, but you're not actually in a relationship with anybody.
Right.
And that seems to help most people get on like the same page-ish. But it's hard because a lot of people really blur OC and OOC and IC. And that can get ugly. If this girlfriend doesn't know anything about D&D, I obviously understand why she'd be like, what? Why are you like pretending to date another person? And it's like, well, then you got to go through the initial explanation again. But if she does know and it is still an issue, then there could be so much mess here. There could be so much mess.
Yep. I could see that. Communication and boundaries. What?
Yeah. OOC and IC is like the stickiest thing about role playing with other people.
Right.
The amount of times
I feel
like even just me, you've been role playing with somebody and the guy's like, hey, actually I'm in love with you. And I'm like, why are you like this?
You're not
Don't
in
ruin
love
this
with
for me. I
me.
just want to type.
You're in love with the
type.
idea of me. Because you don't know anything about me. All you know is about the character you have been interacting with.
Yep.
The title is Am I the Asshole for Not Ending a D&D in-game relationship between mine and a female player character's character, even though my girlfriend wants me to. Sorry, that wasn't I did not read that very eloquently. I've been on both sides of this situation before. I remember once in one of the D&D campaigns that I was a part of, I was playing a very, very, very standoffish, charismatic warlock character. And I remember one of the other player characters very overtly flirting with my character. And when we were talking about it out of game, they had mentioned doing it specifically to get closer to me to establish an out of character relationship. And they said that to me after I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to specifically target someone with ulterior motives. And they said, no, I did that with you. And I was like, okay. That's a whole nother different story, but okay. Let's read this fucking post.
Oh, please, I need to know.
First off, please don't judge my language too hard. I'm not a native speaker. I, 30M, have been playing pen and paper for a long time, and half a year ago, I finally started playing D&D. I joined an ongoing homebrew campaign of a friend, and during the sessions, my character and the character of another player, 28F, get along really well. Their background stories are similar, and their chosen personalities fit together. Since some time now, they stick together, look after each other, which led to the players calling them the Freak Couple. Reborn and Drow both aren't common in the world we're playing. After a sessions some time ago, the player asked me if it would be okay for me if our characters tried getting closer and becoming a couple, and I said, sure, let's try it. Last session, they got together and it worked well so far. The DM even has plans now and wants to make it a bigger part of the story. When I told my girlfriend about it, she was kind of annoyed and jokingly said things like, wow, seems like a real girlfriend isn't enough, and so on. But after talking to her, she admitted that she doesn't like the idea. I've told her that there's nothing going on between me and the player. It's only the characters, but she still doesn't like it. I don't want to end my character's relationship now because it's really part of the campaign, but I'm wondering if I maybe should just do it for my girlfriend. And then there are 4 edits here.
Yeah.
Edit number 1, just remembered maybe the problem is that I once had a relationship with a girl I met through pen and paper, but that was years ago, even before I met my girlfriend, and it went horribly, so maybe she's worried about that. When I asked her, she said, no, that's not it, but I don't know. Edit number 2, to clarify, the in-game romance is on a surface level. We're talking about, you guys are back in the city, what do you want to do? We'll spend some time in the park together. Cool, next guy, what about you? Edit number 3.
Just so surface level.
My bad, in my head, I'm still 29 sometimes?
I think he edited to correct his age.
Oh, okay. Conclusion, I guess the best idea really would be telling the group that my GF isn't comfortable with the idea and that we should cancel it. Kind of annoying, but I guess it's better this way.
No. This girl is being a butt face. It is a very superficial RP that's not even role play.
Right.
Let's be real. She's being jealous and being emotionally immature.
Yeah. Like the comment, I guess a real girlfriend isn't enough, just has huge insecurity vibes. Just your girlfriend is incredibly insecure.
Go to therapy,
in
babe.
your relationship. But
Go to
like,
therapy.
I can also understand the boundary there. And if that's not something that she's into, then maybe it's not going to work out between you two.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's not like cut the D&D game out. It's not that. It's you have a conversation with your girlfriend, and we don't have a context about the rest of their relationship, how long they've been together, how happy he is in it, et cetera, et cetera. But my question would be like, if you can't be an adult about this, maybe this relationship isn't for me.
Right. Like,
because if I can't engage in a hobby that I've been doing for a very long time, very innocently, very superficially in this relationship, like, that's a really big you problem and not a me problem.
Right.
And if you're going to make it a me problem, see you later.
Right. Like, at the base of it, communication, for real. Like, it's not a real relationship, and if it does start to blur the lines there, like, then it can absolutely be a problem.
Different story.
Yeah, it's a completely
100%.
different story. But if it is as tame as OP puts it in this edit, then I don't see a problem with it. And your girlfriend is just incredibly insecure, and you guys need to have a conversation. I think you could come together to like collaboratively problem solve, look at it, and maybe offer to be like, hey, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. Do you want to come to a session with us so that you can see what it
I feel
actually?
Like she'd just be not well behaved at that session.
I mean, and if she does show her ass, that kind of just like leads you to the next step of, hey, this isn't gonna work out.
Yeah.
You know? But it could be like, oh, that's literally nothing. Okay. I'm sorry I freaked out about it. You know?
Yep.
It could go either way, you know?
Oh no, the girlfriend's gonna create a character that breaks up the PCs that they're romancing.
No, that's roleplay, baby.
I mean, that is roleplay, but I feel like that's hard.
Right.
Because I am the other girl at the table. I'm the person having an innocent time role playing with this person, and their significant other is up in my business being like, why are you trying to steal my boyfriend? And I'm like, Miranda, our elves kiss. I don't care about your boyfriend. I care about the elf he's role playing.
Miranda, we are literally playing Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
And our elf Barbie dolls, we made kiss.
Let me make my elf smooch. Calm down.
Right.
God, the amount of time I have literally had women come up, and I'm not exaggerating or joking. I was in a D&D game, and it was Merlin and I and another couple, and then the DM. And we're all friends. Her husband messages me asking me something either about his character or for help with backstory or something. He came to me with a perfectly innocuous game-based, like, I need your help. He's newer to D&D, and I was rendering assistance. She messages me and says she's not comfortable with us talking to each other because she's afraid he's going to fall for me. And I'm just existing. I'm just existing I was being an
Right.
absolutely normal, kind human being who happens to be femme and loves D&D. We're not in a romance. This is like the first time he's ever messaged me. And it is absolutely having to do with the group activity of the D&D game that we are playing. And I decided that maybe this game wasn't a great idea, and we kind of went our separate ways because she also gave me the she was talking about something and she's like, "Oh, just wait until you meet Dark Molly." And she's talking about herself. Her name is Molly. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna piece out of this one. Yeah, so we didn't end up playing that game. But it's like this is tiny as shit. So that's why I think I'm being more hard on the girlfriend in this situation, because that's some wild ass shit. Like, stop. That is your jealousy and your insecurities that you're projecting. Let people enjoy their shit innocently. They are not hurting anyone. You need to go to therapy.
Real. Base of shit.
Wild.
That was a good post for having 17 upvotes.
I know, right?
So the question, going to like the letter of what is posed, am I the asshole for not ending a D&D in-game relationship even though my girlfriend wants me to?
I do not think so personally.
Yeah. I feel like it's not that serious. But I also understand being like
being a problem.
Yeah.
The girlfriend.
I also understand being cognizant of someone else's boundaries.
100%. 100% if they were reasonable. But it's giving me don't talk to other women ever. This is going to expand into I can't talk to other women at work. This is going to expand into I can't have women as friends. This is her issue that she needs to work on and unravel.
I think IRL always before a game, but this is not a situation where it should have to be one or the other. Yeah, like if you've got like IRL commitments and stuff, like always before the game. But this is like your significant other basically trying to police your hobby, kind of.
Yeah. In a completely unreasonable way.
It's like, hey, I'm writing a story collaboratively with a group of people and
barely. Remember, barely. They're barely role playing.
And we have a couple. My character is in a relationship with another person's character in this story.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, you need to end that. That sounds like a reach. Like a pretty big reach. You know what I mean? Like, have a conversation about it, sure. But I don't, like, it's not that serious. But this is also coming from a bunch of role players.
Right. But I mean, like, that's where I shared my personal experiences to be like, hey, this kind of stuff happens. And the individuals I'm talking about are very much tabletop role players.
Right.
And so they don't even have the excuse of, I don't understand the discrepancy between an in-character and out-of-character relationship. This is somebody, like, this even happens when you're just existing, not in an in-character relationship.
Yeah.
And the other people are afraid that their husband is going to fall in love with you. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Not exist? I'm sorry.
Right.
No, I'm not sorry.
I think a lot of people who have never RP'd / games really don't get the separation between character / people. Right. Right. Seasoned role players have trained their minds to the difference and hopefully could spot an actual toxic boundary blur. Right. Yeah. And literally in the post, the first 2 top comments are like, I'm not going to pass judgment on here because it's too finicky. But the top comment is, a few years ago, I DM'd for a group and one of the characters tried to romance an NPC. A female character played by a dude romanced a male NPC played by me, the DM, a woman. I thought nothing of it. It was a fun side arc and a Shadowrun pop star. And that the Shadowrun pop star now was especially interested in being protected by a specific group of runners, yada, yada, yada. The dude, however, took my NPC's reaction to his character's advances as a surefire sign that we are now basically just a gesture away from dating IRL. That shit happens. Absolutely.
Yep.
But you've got to be mature enough to be like, nope. This is a game. You know?
The thing is, I feel like you get the like sleeper, oh, I'm in love with yous by men a lot more than women at the table. And from the information that we have, he's like, we barely gloss over the fact that we went to the park together.
Right.
She asked me if our characters could try to pursue a relationship, like at least move towards that direction. Like they didn't just be like, okay, we're in a relationship now. Like they they tried to make it part of the story and part of their characters, and it did. And even the things that they're doing are, we go to the park together. Okay, next.
Right.
Like this is not
okay.
deep
Next. Yeah.
by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. That's like, that's a brushed off narrative that I feel like that's not even like role playing a relationship.
Right?
Yeah. As a DM, you have the power to kick someone if they're making things uncomfortable. True. Okay, Bing hole squares for the role play girlfriend post. It's not about you. For sure. It's not that serious. Jealousy post for sure. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Not the asshole. Chat votes opposite of Reddit.
Oh,
Reddit
no.
voted asshole.
Really?
The top 2 comments are, I'm not passing judgment on this. But the third comment is a gentle yes to the asshole. I feel like you're ignoring your girlfriend's concerns and potentially entering into an avenue for emotional/virtual cheating. I guess you need to ask yourself if this virtual GF is worth risking a relationship with your real
What?
GF.
No,
If it is,
these
maybe
people
you
don't.
need to reconsider your relationship and your
what
feelings for the
role-playing
female
is.
player. Yeah.
These people have never played a D&D game in their life, and if they have, they're bad at it. The fact that somebody's like role play equals emotional or virtual cheating, jump off a cliff. Please. Stop. You're
The
projecting.
replies from their girlfriend, maybe. Yeah. Like, and it,
That's so fucking wild. I'm sitting here processing that.
yeah. And the conclusion that OP put in the post is like, yeah, I guess I better tell the group that my girlfriend isn't comfortable with this idea. We should just cancel it.
That's like, if somebody came to my table and I'm like very superficially romancing a character, and they later come and they're like, hey guys, sorry, we can't role play that anymore because my girlfriend's uncomfortable. I'm like, you're dating a child. You're dating someone with the emotional capacity of a child.
I could see that.
So fucking wild.
Tell me disagree, send a clip. Maybe. This was 10 months ago. It's fairly recent. We
just
did
so
all of our
wild.
Bing hole squares. Yeah. Okay. So that was Drow. Remember we got to that post from Drow because
I did such a good job.
Because the in-game girlfriend was a Drow. Beautiful. Dragon, congrats on your Bing hole. Do you have another keyword that you would like to search?
Wow, these people, I'm in the comments. Oh, he's the reborn and she's the drow. I love her.
Mm-hmm. Not Disney adult. Get out of here. Obi said he explained this whole in-game relationship. She still sounds upset about this. The main problem is he's being in a relationship with another woman. It does not matter to her how big it is. Right. Yeah. She heard in a relationship with another woman, and that was the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that it was
character.
In a story, in a character, in a video game. It was, you are in a relationship with another woman.
Oh, nope. She's never allowed. She's never allowed. This man can't play Baldur's Gate. This man can't play Dragon Age Inquisition. This man can't play Mass Effect. Any Dragon Age game, actually.
Mm-hmm.
If there's romance in the game, the girlfriend will sniff it out and start screaming. Man.
Do you have another keyword for us, Emma? Or should I open it up to...
Yeah. Do D&D. We're going to get so many more with D&D. Yeah. Let me see if they mention it.
Give us the top D&D posts. Oh.
But see, the problem is if I don't know, if OP can romance another dude but not another woman, I'm like, that's still a you issue, babe. Go to therapy. Right? Jad, that's absolutely the camp I'm in. Get rid of her. I would rather romance people at the table than deal with her immaturity.
I think we've already read this one. The top D&D post. So I'm going to try to go to the next top D&D. Oh. What?
Oh no, he can't even play The Sims. If he romances anyone in The Sims but her, chaos.
Hang on, I have to skim this one. Nope. No. Not doing this one. It's just fat shaming.
Totally, Mr. Rat Dad, I can totally see where that's coming from if they're like really getting into it and the role play is like very like intimate and personal, especially if you're at the table with that. But if they're literally like my character and their character go to the park together and we have a little date and the GM's like, cool, noted. Bobby, what are you doing? That's so baby, you know what I mean? Like that's, to me, that's not even role playing. So that's what OP situation is, but what I'm trying to clarify is that when you are like getting in, because when I'm in the table, we do a lot of acting, and like a lot of like physical interaction too, like touching people's faces and like definitely more acting than just describing what your character's doing. And I can see a reality where somebody's person is uncomfortable with that. But again, to me, it's still like it's acting. And then I would go back to be like, hey, this is just acting. And you can try to talk with the person through it. And if they're still not comfy, then that's another conversation you need to have.
I have a post for us.
Well, give it to me.
So, I just found an update post from a post we have already read before.
Oh, I'm excited.
That I don't think we've read. I didn't know, because it's just as old, but I don't think we read this one. So I don't think I'd run a prediction on this one, but I want to read the update so bad. So the original post is, am I the asshole for wanting to play D&D online with headphones in? My 34F partner, 34M of 15 years, is blaming me for his ongoing depression because I play D&D online with headphones in.
What?
Let me see if I can summarize this without reading the whole thing. Partner always said he wants to have lots of kids. Last year, our first kid was born. I stopped playing until I wasn't breastfeeding anymore and then attempted to return to the homebrew game one Saturday, a fortnight. While I was pregnant, he suddenly demanded to meet everyone I was playing with and see where we were playing. When I tried to return after giving birth, he resented me going to the game, would often try to delay me going, and would sometimes call and interrupt the game for minor issues. On the Saturdays I did not play, I was in charge of baby's care and bedtime while he had drinks and games with his friends. The Strahd game started after the baby was born and initially was played in our home, but became impossible for me to concentrate on the game with the baby around, so we moved to playing at a different house. With COVID, I've been playing online in a different room with my headphones in. Usually I arrange for my grandparents to have the baby because otherwise I still find myself interrupted. Too much focus on the game, max 5 hours. 2 weeks ago, the game was canceled, but the group still chatted. I had headphones, and my partner kept trying to interrupt and ask me things, which splits my focus, so I was getting annoyed. Afterwards, we talked about it, and he said that he doesn't like the headphones because it excludes him. It's making him chronically depressed, and that there's no point in him getting therapy for the depression if I'm going to keep doing what causes it. Following week, I tried without headphones, but it was hard for me to focus on the game, especially around him and the baby. That is why I was brought to tears and we only played for 2 hours and still unhappy about it. He says I need to, quote, adjust my standards about how I play, end quote, but I want to be able to focus and immerse properly in the game. I've already changed the hours and I already changed the hours that I play, and I tried without headphones, but it doesn't work. At the same time, he's been increasingly concerned about IT security, so I currently can't use the laptop. He reset my iPad and phone multiple times, and he wants me to get a new phone number, yada, yada, yada. You see that? You see what's happening here. We read this post.
Please tell me. Please tell me she got rid of the whole man.
There's an update. Hi, folks. Just wanted to offer you a little update since so many of you offered the perspective on reality to get myself and my kid into a better place. So,
yes,
I gave my ex the ultimatum that either he and or we get therapy or we separate. He chose no therapy because, quote, therapists always take one person's side. So I forced separation. He moved out 6 weeks ago. I've been in my new home for a month, and it's like a fog has lifted. Life is basically better in every way. The more I spend time away from him, the better I feel. I'm back to almost full-time hours, which suits me well with a toddler, and I have significantly more freedom, and I'm going to make my home more beautiful for the two of us. Since the separation, some of the highlights of his behavior include not packing anything at all with almost a month notice until the last 4 hours before he had to leave. When he came to visit our kid at my home, he already knew where I would be living. He wanted me to look up the closest train station, the bus route, and the direction for him instead of figuring that out on the 3-hour trip himself. Walked into my home like he owned the place, lay on my bed to pet the cat, raided my pantry, said he was going to take my remaining tea because I don't drink it and he does. I said, no, it's for guests. And after our child was in bed, offered to cook everyone, himself, myself, and 3 friends serving as guardians, dinner out of my freezer and still packed kitchen. I found a journal of his while I was packing his things. Turns out he did think I was having an affair at D&D. His reasoning was that I was always happy after a game and he'd noticed changes in my appearance and behavior, which for the record, he had requested I do a few weeks earlier. Also turns out his version of quote unquote enough sex in a day was 3 to 5 encounters. He paid a junkie down the street for a blowjob when I was pregnant. He seems to have felt bad for that. At various points in our conversation, he has blamed me for trying too hard in the relationship, for misinterpreting his actions and words, even direct quotes, for not booking a therapist for him, and for not assuming the best of him anymore. The kiddo's doing great, though. I'm also turning the dining room into a Dungeons & Dragons dining room because I can.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Kill this man.
So we did read this update. I just forgot about it. It was the junkie down the street for a blowjob that was like, oh, I remember this now.
I almost fell out of my chair.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, that's so that was a post.
Why do
D&D posts, baby. D&D posts.
Look, I'm trying not to say it out loud.
I mean, we have that as a sound command. We have that as a sound command. Can someone do I think exclamation point death, just the death part. And I think death to all is the full thing. I think. That's just dungeon. All one word, Synth. There's death, yes. There we go, Cray.
Can't
Thank
turn
you.
the sound on for that, but
Death
I'll watch it
to
in the
all of
VOD
them.
later.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not finding
I'm
anything
so
else good for
angry.
D&D. You want to try another one?
Are there any for Baldur's Gate 3?
I do think there was one. We did read a Baldur's Gate post, but that was a long time ago.
I'm ready. I'm so surprised by the type of men women keep in their lives sometimes. And it's like, sweetie, just put it outside. Please. Oh.
What? Okay, let's try the other one. First of all, let's see if there's Baldur's Gate in this post at all. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Evie, you're right. You're right. That is what happened. Is a lot of men are really good about looking like decent people.
Oh no, we have read this one. Damn it.
And then it, lo and behold, but it's hard, and it's very hard to get out of an abusive relationship. I just want to very like publicly acknowledge those things. I'm so frustrated that men do that to women. That's the crux of my frustration here. It is definitely not aimed at women.
Oh, yeah, this is the... Hang on. No, I think we read this post too. Oh, God. I forgot about this one.
Let me think.
Oh, my God. So this is the... Am I the asshole for asking my partner if she sits on the toilet seat? TLDR, this man thought that some people sit on the rim of the toilet to piss.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Why?
Basically, his partner assumed that he was calling her fat when he asked the question, but he's just dumb. Because he thought that people sat on the rim of the toilet.
Of course he did. These are the same motherfuckers that are like, well, if it's your period, just like stop bleeding. Isn't it just like holding your pee? Just
oh my God, did you hear about the guy who thought periods came out of your butt?
Dumpster. You should not be able to look at women if you don't have a basic understanding of how women work and aren't ready to be absolutely reverential.
Yeah, this granted, he was 20 years old, young and dumb. I was willing to give it to him at first that maybe he just didn't know. But in the conversation with his girlfriend, who was on her period, when she was explaining it to him after she was done laughing her ass off, he doubled down, tripled down. And he was like, oh, well, some girls, and no, shut the fuck up. Fucking listen to the literal woman that is sitting in front of you that goes through this on a monthly basis.
Is man.
God. Ah.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have to go do so much like decompression after this. I'm so angry. Oh man. I have ended friendships over that. Because if you're going to actually me about something that I'm either an expert in, which I have done, somebody tried to argue the law with me. If you don't know, I'm an actual attorney. Because he wasn't comfortable with me being smarter than he was. Bye, see you later. Another one about, well, it was something really silly. Oh, about the Blizzard situation, because the streamer girl he had a crush on told him that she wanted to continue receiving Blizzard money. And no, there weren't any allegations of them treating their employees badly or sexually harassing, or like sexually harassing to the point that women killed themselves at Blizzard because they couldn't handle it anymore. And I just absolutely, no, don't talk to me anymore. Don't talk to me. Cannot. It is so wild having someone explain your own body to you. My favorite is some boomer was talking to me about community property, and I was like, actually, community property is, I give him the definition, and he's like, no, it's this, and this. And I'm like, hi, I am literally an attorney. And he was like, no, well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because at that point, it's just some old man who won't listen to me because I look like this. I literally had to stop practicing law because people would have me go get their coffee, and people who were men who were younger than me. And I had a partner. I think I told you this story, but a partner.
Sorry,
in a
I was
law
looking
firm.
for Baldur's Gate stories, and we've already
No, you're
read
fine.
the good ones. All the other ones are like, I bought my friend the game, and we played it one time, and now he doesn't play with me. And I said buying the game was a waste for you. Am I the asshole? You gifted someone a game, and they weren't in love with it. Sorry about it. It was a gift.
Yep.
What do you mean? Like that was the next top post.
God.
Okay. Do we want to open search terms from chat, or do you want to try another search phrase?
We did Drow, we did D&D, we did
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
What if we searched vampire?
Oh, I'm sure we've done that one.
I don't know.
Dude, y'all, that's not even half of my being a woman in law.
Oh, it's
Stories.
awful.
Not
I've heard a
half.
few of Emma's stories about practicing law and how it fucking sucks ass.
The TLDR is always, I'm sexually harassed less as an e-girl online, an elf enjoyer,
Oh no!
than I was in the legal field.
We have read the top vampire post. It's racist.
Oh.
Why?
Why? That's gross.
Calling someone who is Romani a G-slur vampire witch.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's that post. Let's go to the next vampire. Ha! Yep.
Do Toreador.
Oh. Can you spell that for me? T-O-R.
Toreador.
Toreador.
Please.
0 posts. The
What
top
about
post
Vampire the
for
Masquerade?
relevancy
Uh-oh.
was, am I the asshole for refusing to learn my ancestral language? But Toreador is not in the post. You want to do Vampire the Masquerade?
Yeah. It's Vampire,
Colon the
Colon?
Masquerade.
yeah.
Let's see if we've got any VTM posts.
Oh no, there's no there is one?
We've got one.
Ooh!
6 upvotes.
Camarilla's gonna be so pissed.
From 4 months ago. So it's recent.
Oh.
It's recent. Sure, let's try it.
Okay. Let me know when you want me to read the title.
I will start the Dickie right now. It's so It's so fucking vague. I apologize in advance. Dickie has started. Hit us.
Am I the asshole for trying to help a friend of a friend feel better? No context.
No context.
None.
That's it.
Literally zero.
Yep. That's all we got.
We'll do Lestat next. Beepus, if you haven't watched the interview with the vampire TV show on AMC, it's super fucking gay. It's beautifully acted. It
Yeah,
has
I
one of the
haven't
3
seen it
people
yet.
in the whole world that I'm physically attracted to, because that doesn't happen for me like ever. His name is Sam Reed. He plays Lestat, who is like one of my favorite characters ever. If I haven't,
the title
it's a
again
crime.
was "Am I the asshole for trying to help a friend of a friend feel better?"
Mm-hmm.
Before the Dickie closes.
Mm-hmm. That's the one you have to watch for me, and I'm gonna watch Our Flag Means Death for you, right?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Have you seen What We
Yeah.
Do in the Shadows?
Of course I have. Sweetheart, we're doing a Naja and Laszlo cosplay. What do you mean, have I seen What We Do in the Shadows? What do you mean?
It all started when someone in my 20M D&D group, we'll call her Megan.
It's my
28F.
turn to read, young man.
I'm not a man.
Well, technically the last one. Young they, them. You were supposed to let me read the last one.
My bad.
And I let you have it.
Sorry, I tried to
am taking
segue.
this one. No.
I tried to segue. My bad. All right. Wait, how split are we? 41-59 for not the asshole. Okay.
It all started when someone in my 20 male D&D group, we'll call her Megan, 28F, said she was feeling burnt out by the game and wanted to run a one-shot of Vampire the Masquerade.
There it is.
Me and some others agreed, and she also invited some of her own friends too. We're an online group, by the way. One of the friends she invited we'll call Ari, F. After a few days of joining the server, some of us were chatting when the conversation ended up at the topic of Ari's life and how the people in her past instilled a serious insecurity in her of feeling like she's a waste of space.
Whoa!
So,
what the fuck? We're just having just normal conversations, and then we dove into someone's very, very intimate, deep-rooted childhood trauma.
Yep. It happens,
What the fuck?
It happens.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going to shade him for that. I've been there. I decided to try and help her feel better by comparing her to me. In a, hey, compared to me, you look amazing kind of way. But I ended up saying this. Oh, no. At least the people in your life cared enough about you to say that.
Ooh, no.
Excuse me?
Oh, so bad. Your trauma isn't as bad as my trauma. Actually, I had
Almost
it way
immediate.
worse than you.
Almost immediately after I sent that, I realized it sounded a lot worse than it did in my head. I apologized, but I'm not sure it did anything as Ari started apologizing to everyone in the server for being a waste of space. Megan started chewing me out in the DMs. I apologized to her as well as explained myself. Megan said she understood, but also didn't want me in the game anymore because I was making Ari uncomfortable. I happily agreed and also offered to delete all my messages from the server and started doing that. She told me that wasn't necessary and just kicked me out. This didn't end our friendship, thankfully, but I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. So, Reddit, am I the asshole?
I agree with the Reddit flare here.
What is a Reddit flare? Everyone sucks?
Everyone sucks here, yeah.
Why does everyone suck?
Like, obviously OP sucks the most here, but then it sounds like Ari was making it everyone else's responsibility for her own emotions, for shit that she needs to deal with. The apologizing in the group chat for being a waste of space feels really manipulative to me.
it's hard because I've absolutely known people to do stuff like that, but we're also getting the narration from a guy who thought saying what he said was a good idea.
Right.
At least the people in your life cared enough about you to say that you're a waste of space. Excuse me?
Oh yeah, that. I am not arguing that OP is better than anyone in the story. OP sucks the most. Period. End of story. OP is an asshole for that comment. That is way out of line. But Ari's also not necessarily great here. The way that I'm reading it, it doesn't feel like an unreliable narrator situation. Because like the fact that this stuff came up in a group chat with new people, like friend of a friend sort of situation, it feels pity party to me. Like everyone should pity me. Everyone should comfort me. Everyone should make my emotions their problem.
I can definitely see a reality where that is the case.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who unpack shit like that online who are younger and just kind of want the attention from that, and who kind of like shock and awe and trauma dump for that sort of attention.
Right.
But while I can definitely see how that can be like one of the scenarios that are happening, because of course we're not getting enough context, it's also like it was really shitty what he said, and if she's already like confiding in a group of people, I can 100% see somebody be like, oh yeah, I'm really sorry. And that may have been what she said, instead of him trying to make himself seem more reasonable and say, just started apologizing to everyone in the server for being a waste of space. It's hard. It's hard because we're like very much, at least in my mind, on the middle of the tightrope where it could be one or the other. And that's hard. For me, I think it's if Megan was like, dude, and kicked him out, and she's 28. So, and he didn't realize that what he said wasn't great. It leads me to believe that he's just putting his foot in his mouth and being an absolute bumbus.
Right.
Even though his intentions weren't bad. Sometimes you don't have to have bad intentions to hurt somebody's feelings.
Oh, right,
and to
absolutely.
say something really unkind.
Yeah.
And Megan was like,
even the like,
not...
like the way he phrased it again, hey, compared to me, you look amazing. It's still like, no, my trauma is still worse.
Exactly. It's still shit tier.
It's, like, just keep that to yourself.
And
It's
so
people's trauma is not a competition.
Yeah, exactly. It's the framing for me that lets me know he's really emotionally immature. And the fact that he got kicked out leads me to believe that he's probably a bigger problem than he realizes.
Honestly,
and that this might not be the first time that something like this has happened.
Right. It does kind of feel like everyone in this friend group just needs to go to therapy. Everyone needs therapy.
Don't get me wrong. Everybody always needs therapy. 100%. But that's why I'm not like, oh my God, she's so immature or whatever.
Yeah.
Because a lot of in the comments, they're like, ugh, she's just like, I'm worried about her ability to handle real life. Dude, nobody's talking about that. You need to sit down, dime a dozen man from wish.com.
Yeah, the fucking top comment is here is, seriously, it was an honest mistake. No, shut the fuck up. That you don't say that. Even the like, even the comeback and the rephrasing that they put in the Am I the Asshole post, it was still sucks.
Bad.
You don't do that. Like, like everyone feels like they're trying to garner pity or make their emotions someone else's responsibility, and that sucks. Period. On everyone's, because like this is a brand new person to the friend group, Ari, and then after a few days of joining the server, everyone chatting, and it brings up Ari's life and insecurity and like she's a waste of space. that feels so fast to get there and to air that out to a bunch of brand new people.
It
feels
depends.
weird to me.
Like I on stream talk about my chronic illness and the ways in which I struggle with it, and am very open and vulnerable about that to 175% complete strangers.
Right.
And I don't feel like that's weird. I feel like it's awareness and spreading it and trying to help people normalize treating people with invisible illnesses in a way that doesn't completely discount that there's like issues there, right? Because a lot of people are
Right.
like, oh, well, you look fine. And so I'm not wholly convinced that she shouldn't be talking about stuff like this.
Right.
Or
No.
that she's making other people be responsible for her emotions. I think you can be like, oh yeah, totally. Like, I don't like to do this because I feel like a waste of space. And so I really don't like to impose on others and stuff. I think you can still say things like that. And this guy summarizes it like ass because he
Right.
clearly has no ability to communicate at all.
Right.
So he's such an unreliable, immature,
Honestly, I feel like
unempathetic.
everyone has problems communicating, because like the reaction here to all of this was you're kicked out instead of everyone having a conversation like adults.
Yeah. That's one of the big contributing factors for me is the way that Megan, who is in charge of this, handled it. That lets me know that this is either a repeat offense. He's not mature enough to be here. He is in some way an obstacle that requires removal.
Yeah.
For this to function as she intends. Now, obviously, there's wiggle room there, and there can always be some weird thing we can't possibly account for. Like, there's always going to be that nuance. But I think from what we've given, that's my take.
Yeah. I could see that too. But also, like, Megan is I guess the leader, founder. So I don't know what other word to call it that sounds less like I'm the leader. You know what I mean? But it like age does not necessarily beget emotional maturity, and this has been
Absolutely
proven time and time again. Look at these boomers, you know. So I think there's probably a lot of context here that we're missing to really really get down into it. But I'm still pretty firm on matriarch. Also doesn't feel right.
Server owner.
Yep, server
storyteller.
owner. Yeah,
because if she's running a VTM campaign, that makes her the storyteller.
But I'm still pretty firm on everyone sucking here, especially with the like responding to the comment with, oh, I guess I'm just a waste of space.
Again, that's his summary, and he's already been communicating so bad, so I just like...
Yeah.
I don't know how much I believe that.
Right. I mean, at assholes to elbows, we have to go off of what is...
Never heard that.
So this is a person's main account, and there's a bunch of memes. So we're not getting any more context because this is a very active account.
It's just some dude.
Yeah. Oh. He actually posted a D&D meme that I liked the other day. Weird. Yeah, we're taking it with a bag of salt, but like assuming things are true and assuming those things were said, I think everyone sucks here. Still with a grain of salt, you know. World is small. Like, I'm gonna segue for a little bit, even though we only have like half an hour left. Seeing how I am like 1 degree of separation from all of the people that like I watch content of is fucking wild. Blows my mind. Like, I'm tangential to a bunch of like I guess famous people. I don't know. People that I enjoy watching, and people that are like much larger creators than I am, people that have like a lot more exposure than I do. I'm not close to them, but they are friends of friends.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind. 6 degrees of beer princess. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm not trying to humble brag or anything, but I don't even remember how we got on this subject, so never mind. Anyway, that was the Vampire the Masquerade post.
Yeah.
Everyone sucks here. It's not about you. Oh my God. It's not about you. I don't feel like there's a lot of binghole squares on this one. We've done a lot of unconventional sort of niche search topics that doesn't give us the normal tropes for Am I the Asshole? It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It's fun to know moderately influential people. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I honestly think it's not about you and everyone sucks here for that one. That's pretty, that one's pretty dry. Yeah. Fun. Potatoes.
Did I tell you what?
About your emotional support potatoes? Yeah.
I think that is the sweetest thing. I didn't prompt that. They just started doing that, and it's so nice.
Oh. Oh. Ooh, are potatoes giving us some spice?
Oh.
Oh.
I love potatoes.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Yeah, we're gonna. Holy fuck.
What's going on?
I unfortunately Control F'd to make sure. Oh, hi, baby.
I was sorry, I was reading it over your shoulder.
Yeah. I
IPS.
was searching for potatoes, and I got the spoiler right next to it, and I'm like, oh my God, you know? Yeah.
Did you show chat?
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Okay, so before we read this post, before we open the... we already did the prediction. Wait, did we do the prediction, or did I not pay out the last one? I don't think I paid out the last one, which was Everyone Sucks Here. Yes. I didn't pay out. Okay, good. So we just got a new dishwasher. I told you guys that, right? We ran it last night to test it out. It works really well. It is incredibly quiet.
Yay!
It's so nice. But my dad, because he's the one that helped me install it, told me to run a sanitize cycle on it also. And we put some of PS's water bottles in there.
Uh-oh.
This is one of the water bottles.
Oop.
It's it's a little warped now.
Was he supposed to look like this? Like with the
yeah, it had a flat
bottom?
base. And now it looks like a special adult fun time toy. And not a water bottle. But it's a water bottle. It is not supposed to have this shape. No.
Oop.
It is now it's got a little curve in the middle and then flares back out of the tip of the bottom. And here we see a flared base with a nice little installed pull tag for your pleasure. So yeah, I fucked up a water bottle in the new dishwasher, and now it looks like a dildo.
Rip.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Look, if I'm no! Does it still hold water for hydration purposes? I mean, yes. Can be filled with warm or... Okay, y'all are too fucking horny. We are moving on. Moving on. Did you read the last one, or did I read the last one? I don't remember.
I read the last one. It's your turn.
Okay. We want to leave at 6? Oh, and it starts at 7? Okay. I'm gonna speed run this hole because I was excited for it, but we got to get going here pretty soon.
Yeah, let's go. We're getting right into it.
All right, here we go. 60 seconds. Am I the asshole if I stop paying my daughter's tuition over a disgusting comment she made towards my new girlfriend? Am I the asshole if I stop paying my daughter's tuition over a disgusting comment she made towards my new girlfriend? Oh, yeah. My little sister-in-law almost bust a fucking gut last night laughing at the water bottle. We all laughed so fucking hard. It was so good. How are you feeling, Emma?
I'm chilling.
Good.
I got to talk about so many of my favorite things today. Spending time with my friend.
Hell yeah. And physically, you're doing good?
I'm trying not to pay attention too much because I know we only have a little time left.
Okay.
But it's definitely not to the point where it's so bad. I'm like, man, I need to get out of this chair.
Okay.
So that's
it's not
good.
quite beanbag time yet.
No, not beanbag
Okay.
time. I made sure not to sit at all today, so I would have my best spine time for you.
Best spine time. Barring some really egregious stuff that feels like way too much of a punishment.
Yeah,
We'll
we got to see how bad the thing is.
And then think of the hydrate. I'm going to need this for a speed read.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
All right, here we go. How split are we? 44 asshole, 56 not. Okay. All right, here we go. My 56M wife died at the young age of 51 from a car accident. Oh. I was in deep mourning for about a year after her death. I met my new girlfriend, 43C, around January. He shortens it to just C. What's a good C name we could have to put in place here? Claritha is the first thing that pops to my mind.
Okay.
Cynthia. Carla. Crab. Carl. Oh, he's not describing their bra size? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we're going to go with Claritha. Claritha was the only one who made me laugh for the first time after my wife died. She's smart as hell, 3 Ivy League degrees, has a dark sense of humor that I love. A 43-year-old with a dark sense of humor, I don't trust like that. Oh. See, there's dark sense of humor, and then there's just straight up offensive bullshit. And most of the time, when someone around that age says that they have a dark sense of humor, it's offensive bullshit. A terrific cook and overall an amazing woman who I can imagine spending the rest of my life with. She is also on the heavier side, a fact that becomes relevant later. I have 2 children, 25M and A, 19F. They were well aware that I had gotten a new girlfriend before I introduced them to Claritha this summer. She got along immediately with Ezekiel, but Abigail was very, very standoffish. After the initial meeting, I asked Abigail if there was something wrong, but she denied it. Claritha made a few more attempts to get to know Abigail, but they were all rudely rejected. Ezekiel and Abigail both came home for Thanksgiving dinner. I asked Abigail to please be polite during the meal since she's always been rude to her interactions with Claritha, even though Claritha has been nothing but gracious in return. The dinner was going well as it could have, but for the dinner was going as well as it could have for the first 10 minutes. Although I noticed Abigail glaring at Claritha the entire time. When Claritha went to grab her third helping of mashed potatoes, Abigail said, "Don't you think you've eaten enough, you fat pig?"
Oh. That's deeply unnecessary.
Oh.
Ooh.
Claritha started sobbing immediately and ran off into the bedroom. I felt my face turn red and I told Abigail to get out. About half an hour later, Abigail left. About half an hour after Abigail left, I texted her stating that I would no longer pay her tuition unless 1, she apologized to Claritha, and 2, Claritha accepts her apology. Abigail must have assumed that I was bluffing because she instead doubled down on her behavior during Thanksgiving dinner. I then logged into her university tuitions payment website, canceled next semester's tuition, and sent Abe the screenshots. She called me crying and begging me to reconsider, but I told her my mind was made up. How did she double down?
Maybe it's in the comments. I'll start looking for you.
Let me check OP's post history here. OP says, I will reinstate tuition payments if the 2 conditions I gave her are met. I have asked Abigail multiple times regarding why she doesn't like Claritha, but she has never given me an answer besides, I just don't.
Ooh.
That's it. That's all we got.
Oh.
How old is Abigail?
19.
19.
She's a teenager.
Yeah. She's a teenager.
She's a
Cusping
teenager and her
into
mom died a
adulthood.
year ago.
Yeah, and her mom died a year ago. Wait, he got together with Claritha after a year?
Yeah.
Died after 51.
Yeah, he says I was in deep mourning for about a year after her death, and then I met this person in January.
Oh, in January. Okay, yeah, okay.
So it's approximately a year.
Daughter is absolutely still mourning the loss of
100%.
her mom, and dad getting a replacement after a single year.
Yeah.
Daughter holds huge grudge here, especially being so young.
Right? It's just rough.
However,
because
you don't call someone a fat pig because you're going through a grieving process.
Don't do that. But him taking away her college tuition because of that, I think is way too far.
That's way too far.
Way too far.
This sounds like rich people problems, like, oh, my baby's not going to get any money anymore because you called my girlfriend a fat pig. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, oh, don't get me wrong. You should never make comments like that about somebody else's body.
Absolutely.
Do not do that. But this is a teenager. This is a child.
Right.
Whose mother just died.
Yes.
You bring in new girlfriend and you're just expecting her to be like, I'm so happy for you. I love this woman. That's really not
right, Lord
that's not
Tetchy.
okay.
That will alter the trajectory of her future irrevocably.
Exactly. He's making that contingent on her apologizing and then this other random woman accepting the apology.
Right.
That's really hard because it almost feels like he's placing Claritha over his daughter.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And like, I think Lady Tetchy said, feels like he's disregarding her trauma.
100% he
And then
is.
when I read the top comment here, Abigail is still probably deep in mourning for her mother. You've managed to put your grief behind you, but the process is much slower for some people. Seeing Claritha in her mother's place at Thanksgiving was probably very hard on your daughter. That doesn't excuse her rudeness, but it might explain it. Secondly, you've made your daughter's tuition dependent on Claritha accepting her apology, as the fees are something between you and your daughter that's not appropriate, especially as Claritha seems to be the issue here. I don't agree with that. Claritha is not the issue.
The edit says, the edit right beneath it says, when I say see as the issue, I mean the relationship between them, not see herself.
Right. I agree with everyone sucks here. The dad needs to be a father, grow up, be the adult. You are the adult here. Handle this with emotional maturity and tact, and not be like, no money. I'm going to ruin your life because you said something mean to my girlfriend. However, comment is completely out of control. 100%. But I don't think the punishment fits the crime. Is that
no, because she absolutely should not have said that. Period.
Yeah.
Hard stop. But she's a child who
Right.
just lost her mother, and you're trying to insert someone in her mother's place.
Right.
Anyone is going to be upset about that. That is entirely and 175% completely reasonable.
Right.
I'm not making the words that she said okay.
Right.
Because they are not. But that's why I don't think that it's the ESH. I definitely think he's the asshole, because while what she said was unkind, she is a kid, and he hasn't really taken his kids into account in any of this. None of this post is about how his children might still be grieving, how anything about them at all. He's only taking into consideration Claritha.
Right.
That really sucks for his children.
Right. That makes
He's the asshole.
I agree
in
with
my
you to an
opinion.
extent, but kids can still be assholes.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But he's the adult in the situation.
Right. Absolutely. And I think she sucks for that comment. End of story. She sucks for making that comment. However, OP sucks more.
Oh, yeah. Because she made a really nasty comment at somebody he's trying to force into her life, but he took away college tuition, i.e., arguably her future, and made it contingent on this random woman's approval. That is in a completely different playing field, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think she's still a teenager, but she's definitely old enough to know that you don't fucking say that.
100%. What she said is not okay.
Yeah.
But I don't think putting them remotely in the same arena is appropriate. Because you can still have done a bad, and then what he's doing is just astronomically worse.
Right. Punishment absolutely doesn't fit the crime, but I still think they both suck. I think one sucks marginally more, and I think there's a lot of neglect at play here for sure. But if someone called me that, I'd be throwing hands.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, but it's a child who's very hurt, who nobody seems to be considering in this equation. They're just like, oh, why don't you like me? And it's like, bruh, can you really not put two and two together? This is rough.
Yeah,
I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for Claritha, but Claritha also doesn't seem to be taking into consideration what's going on here.
Right. She seems to be trying to establish a relationship, but it's not wanted, at least at this moment. And then it feels like Abigail is still mourning and everyone else is moving on around her, and no one is catering to her needs right now.
Unless
she was also an
she's
asshole.
19, but the stupid distinction between legality, that's so fucking inane. Definitely still a child.
Right.
Your brain's not fully formed. You are a baby.
Yeah.
Let's
19-year-olds don't know fuck all, but it is old enough to know maybe you don't call someone a fat pig.
That absolutely.
Second year of grief is the
Man.
most important to process. You may not actually fully feel it within a year. Fair. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, I definitely am shocked OP moved on after a year as well.
Yeah,
and I
right.
think that's part of what's contributing to this.
Yeah. Yeah. The comment is not, it's not mourning behavior for sure. It's lashing out, absolutely, probably from a buildup of not being tended to or having your emotions ignored up to that point. Still uncalled for, 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely uncalled for.
Yeah.
I think everyone is definitely on the playing field of that was not okay.
Yeah. But like the question, am I the asshole if I stop paying my daughter's tuition over this comment?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. That is
Yep.
so far removed. That is such an overreaction. However,
Yeah.
everyone needs
Therapy
therapy.
for all.
Everyone go to
Yeah.
therapy.
Please go to
Therapy
therapy.
free space. Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm still on the camp of everyone sucks here, but OP is still definitely an asshole for this. Maybe we should do therapy free space instead of communication free space, because they're both very prominent in all of these posts. But also communication could have happened literally at any point between then and now, and more attention, I guess, more empathy could have been given to Abigail, because it sounds like even just from the way that the post is worded, there's not a lot of attention. There's nothing is talked about except for she made a bad comment. I'm taking her tuition away. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else
It's all
from
about
OP.
Claritha and Claritha's feelings.
Just
there
this
is
single
no
comment,
mention of Abigail's feelings, her grief over losing her mother. Nothing.
Yeah, it's very much one of those that like boomer mentalities of you respect me and my family or we're cutting you out of the family.
Yep.
So poor Ezekiel caught in the crossfire. Always Ezekiel, you know what I mean? Emma, thank you so much for coming on here.
Yeah.
Coming and being a guest with me. I appreciate it so much. I am simultaneously sorry and also delighted that we segued so much. That was very so much fun to go off on all those tangents.
Yeah, it always is.
I honestly want to do a separate non-hole inspector just chatting stream where we just ADHD hyperfixation at each other. we just chat about shit, you know?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Literally,
Anyway,
could just spend the whole time talking about our D&D game.
Honestly, yes. I brought up a thing the other day about how I have an animation in my head set to a certain song in my Spotify playlist that is the last battle of my longest running D&D campaign. And they messaged me afterwards like, hey, can you tell me about this later? I want to hear about it. Yeah.
Amazing.
It was good. It was good as hell. Everyone go follow Emma. Emma, could you let them know anything that you're working on, where to find you, real quick before we head out?
I stream Baldur's Gate 3 every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific. I do a Baldur's Gate edited YouTube video, so you get all the memes, you get all the extra lore, you get that sweet editing polish, and those are every Friday. I also play Vampire the Masquerade. I voice act as well. And so I voice act everything through the visual novels. Yeah. Oh, and I do cosplay and modeling on Instagram. Those are my three biggest platforms.
Everyone go follow right now, or I will poop in your car and you won't find it for several days, and it's going to smell really bad. Emma like, oh, I don't know about that one.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Anyways, dude, we're gonna raid my friend Black Crystal, who is doing Flashback Friday. I think she's gonna be playing Rock Band later, which makes my heart so happy. I used to fuck up some drums on Rock Band.
Yes.
I think the hair emote. This is our raid message. Just rock out. Just rock out.
Nice.
BK's stream, Beaks' stream is family friendly, just so you know. We're not allowed to curse. No cursing, chat. No swears. No behave, okay? Behave.
Do it.
I found beeps because Emma rated them. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go.
I'm your
Yeah,
daddy.
I was gonna do rock out with your cock out. And I was like, no, I can't do that for Beaks. Can't do that for Beaks.
Yeah.
Emma, thanks again. I'll talk to you later, I'm sure.
Of course. Absolutely. Zombies later.
Zombies later. Bye, Emma. Bye. Smoochies. Mwah. Okay, we're out of here. Y'all, I'll be back on Monday with some more Fallout content. We are currently playing through the entirety of Fallout from start to finish, starting with Fallout 1 all the way to, I guess, Fallout 76. We also have fully edited episodes of Hole Inspector on my YouTube if you want to check those out. 100 episodes. So if you're looking for binge-worthy story content, there you go. I'll see you guys on Monday. Let's go hang out with some Beaks. I'll see you later. Ah!